Well, some of the Dale Gribble conspiracy, it may not be appropriate for Twitch. Just saying.
That's the recipe
Anyway.
for mustard gas. I don't know.
I understand something about that Chinese. Them Chinese made a clone of me, and for the 2086 version of the Mongolians to come back and save me from the dead.
Dang it,
I tell you
Dale.
what, dang old country fried turtle, dude, I have dang old cheese, man. I went from Dale to Boomhauer. I'm sorry.
Dale, what in the hell is a country fried turtle?
It's pretty good.
That's
sorry,
my.
I can only do Boomhauer.
That's my.
I've been pretty good, man.
I've been told by people I can do Hank decently well.
Oh God.
But I'm not gonna.
It's almost like we have the same form of autism that Hank does.
Anyways.
We have no emotion whatsoever in our voice.
Welcome back to Railroader. Today.
Whoa!
Anyways, welcome back to Railroader. Me and Brandon are gonna be switching our fucking brains out for the next 2 hours. Why are there 3 locomotives over here? Excuse me? Okay, these need to go to
One of them's dead.
One of them's dead? Which one?
Yeah, it's the second steamer. I think on that cut on track 2, maybe.
Track 2, number West Bryson, number 1.
Yeah, it's one of them goofy. I don't know why. Some retard painted a steam locomotive baby blue. I know the Santa Fe done that, but like, why?
Kansas City Southern did it.
Oh my God!
And so did the Texas and Pacific. That's why I did that. Because it's funny. It's
voiding colorful language, voiding colorful language, voiding colorful language.
Colorful language. I mean, you could type out your colorful language. I know you. I can guess what it is. Can't say it on stream, but I can guess what it is.
GDFN this that. All right, I'm doing the shove to Appalachian hardwoods right now. I've got 3 box cars for them. It's the only thing I can find in the yard that was for them, and it was already switched out. So
I think all the stuff is actually over here. What has been switched out is my main question.
I did a brake test, hopped in my power. Now I'm doing the shove, and I'm about to run through a switch.
Well, they're all spring switches, so they're all spring switches. So
it's okay. It's a good thing I got the Jesus touch. I can throw a switch from 100 feet away. I threw it twice.
The Jesus touch.
Yeah, I could just snap my fingers and throws a switch for me.
Okay, it does appear that there is more stuff for Ep Springs. Let me take a gander. Hello everybody. I have not streamed in 2 weeks, and that's because I was kidnapped by Jack Falor, and
Jack Falor is the G.
He's very G. He is very G, but I went on a grand adventure where I met most of the people on the Railroader stream, except for you, Brandon.
You've met me before. You don't have to meet me again. Oh, what?
What if I want to meet you again? What if I want to Railfan to see an OTP?
I was being sarcastic, of course.
I know. What if I want to meet Jason Chazinski? I don't know. Go to Kentucky.
Jason Sabinski.
Sabinski. I can never say his name.
Interesting character.
Yeah. Oh, when I was when I was on my trip, when I was on my little adventure, me and Jack went to Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum with Joe from the train chamber. And we just ragged on Jason Shabinsky for like 20 minutes. It was really funny.
Joe from the train. Who the hell was that? I've literally never heard this guy before. He's not being a smart ass.
He's cool. He's a friend of Jack's, so he does good video, and he lent me his SD card, so I had to mail it back to him. And
I just probably passed the switch for Appalachian, all the West Bryson stuff, and I did. Because I don't know where I'm going. I've never switched out West Bryson before. This is a very smart thing of me to do.
West Bryson is kind of hell, but that's why we're doing it. And unfortunately, we can't get the lobster fucker to switch it out because he's not here. I just gotta.
Well, the lobster effer runs like a madman. I'm talking like if this guy was actually given a real conductor's card and was sent out to work for Norfolk Southern or CSX or something like that, all hell would break loose.
Well,
Sorry, go ahead.
he was on our trip, so
Oh goodness, how was?
Pat brought his entire frickin' model train collection with him because he drove down from Connecticut.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, which it was only like 6 hours from there to Maryland, but yeah, we went to a lot of places. We went to Walkersville Southern, which
Again.
was great because the Walkersville, we rode the train, and we went by there's this little commuter lot that sits by the Walkersville Southern on the southern end, and we saw a bunch of people rollerblading there, and we started waving, and then this one guy did a salute to us. It's like, okay, that's kind of special. And then Ryan checks Discord, and guess who it fucking is?
Jimmy.
It's Jimmy, yeah. just a total coincidence. He just so happened to be there, and this wasn't planned. So we meet up with him back when we get back on the little train ride, and the engineer takes us up into all of us up into the cab of the little like GE 45 tonner they have there, and he's like, "You want to go climb all over the other equipment? Hey, you want to come into the shops of the railroad?" Be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, sorry about that. Fucking hell. Okay, sorry
Alright.
about that.
You are not sorry.
The dogs needed to be let in. Hold up. Oh, my fingers.
Oh. These boxcars literally go right here.
There they are. There's Leo and Bear. So where was I? Yeah, okay, so if you didn't know, I guess it's just for the audience, even though I don't think anyone's watching. I went on a grand meetup adventure where I took Amtrak from Atlanta to the Washington, D.C. area, and I was with Ryan, Pat, Jack, Alex, who has never been on my streams, and we had a fun time. Went to Walkersville Southern, cool little tourist line in Central Maryland. Saw Bicolas himself, coincidentally, and then we got invited by the engineer on our train up into the cab of the locomotive, and then to the shops of the railroad. Which, I mean, Walkersville Southern's cool because they have nothing but, like, dinky little, like, industrial switchers. And almost all of them run. They have about a dozen engines, and about 10 of which run, which is really cool. And Brandon, you might get a kick out of this. They have a steam locomotive.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not a traditional steam locomotive. This is a steam locomotive it has a transmission. It's like a Climax or like a Heisler, and it's built on it's a stationary boiler that they plunked on a trackmobile frame, rigged up the wheels to a transmission system, and then they took a speeder cart and made that into a tender. It's the goofiest thing, and it's entirely home built by like 2 people.
Sounds hillbilly, and I like it.
Yeah, it's. I don't think I have a picture with me, but it's a steam locomotive. It does steam locomotive things. They don't really run it because it's not powerful enough to actually pull anything more than like 1 car, but it does exist. I've been... Where the hell have I been pinged? Okay. No, I do not want to change what Discord channel I'm talking into. So that was fun. We also went to a bunch of hobby stores. I picked up a Rock Island B48 in HO scale, so that was cool. And then we also went to East Broad Top, which was also cool. Although that was one hell of a drive through the middle of fuck all Pennsylvania. Screwed around with model trains, went to my old model train store I used to work at, and the Model Rare Club I used to be a part of. That was really neat. And then me and Jack got on the train again, and we rode down to Atlanta, and then we went to TVRM and chased the Somerville specials, and then like 6:30 for 2 days. And then I got back Sunday night, and then I have been working every day since today, and I am absolutely freaking exhausted, so I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow.
Me too, buddy.
Yeah, I did take a whole bunch of neat photos though, so that was cool. First time really intentionally chasing a train. So.
All right, give me just 1 second. I'll be back with you.
All right, Brandon's going to get dinner or something, or meth. I don't know. Maybe they're one and the same. Maybe they're different. But yeah, it was fun. I got a ton of photos of the Somerville chase, because the way Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum does it is they do chases like twice every month during the summer. They do their Somerville Steam Specials, where they run 50 miles south on it's not the Chattanooga and Chickamauga, it's something different. That's close, but not the same. They run it 50 miles south between Chattanooga and Somerville, Georgia, and then they run it back. So we were chasing that thing. First time chasing something like that, first time chasing Steam was really, really tiring, was really, really cool. But what made it kind of terrible, not terrible, but long story short, the previous night, Joe from the train chamber, who's one of Jack's friends, he was flying in to do this chase with us. But the problem is his flight kept getting delayed, so he finally arrived at Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International at midnight, and we had to drive the 2.5 hours to Chattanooga. We finally got to Chattanooga at 3 a.m., but we had to wake up at 7 because the Somerville Special chase began at 8. So we were running in about 72 hours, we were running on exactly 4 hours of sleep to chase a 100-mile round-trip Steam excursion. Which was, yeah, that was kind of... somehow stayed awake, but wouldn't recommend it. Getting no hours of sleep. But the next day, we actually got some hours of sleep, and then we woke up and we just screwed around Tennessee Valley most of the day, just chasing the Missionary Ridge locals. Ugh, I'm still tired now. Got some good photos of that. Maybe I'll show them on stream later. Like if I'm doing a mainline thing, I'll set the train to AI and show them. But, yes. Maybe Jack will show up, because then I can talk more about it with him, but Mr. Floor is not here right now.
Mr. Jazz Floor.
Mr. Jazz Floor from Jazz Floor Productions is not here right now. But yeah, I kind of want to do more, because I did that, spending a weekend chasing things up at Tennessee Valley, and now I'm like, shit, I want to chase more things now. So, I guess I could just go back to Tennessee Valley by myself and try and chase more Somerville trains.
Nope.
Yep.
I challenge you to chase a 60 mile an hour intermodal down the CNOTP.
That would be fun.
Good luck.
What is it, an impossibility?
Clayton's done it before. I've never done it myself. I was in the car with Clayton, and it was the big zoom, so to say. I'm not allowed to say. but it was fast.
The big zoom, yeah. Well, apparently the Somerville steam chases are fairly laid back, and doing the standard Missionary Ridge local. I mean, that's on like a 4-mile line, so you just sort of wait until they pass by every 30 minutes.
Every 30.
It is something like that, but because they just run back and forth, the same excursion trip like half a dozen times a day, but
Poor souls.
yeah, I mean, I got some really nice shots from that too, but I was talking to Joe, and he was talking about, because his main stomping grounds, because he's out of New York City, so he mostly goes to all the rares up there, a lot of Reading and Northern. So I asked him, how's the chase at Reading and Northern? And he's like, utterly chaotic. Because it's just the nexus of fucking foamers up there all trying to get their shots. So I don't know. One place I do want to go is in South Georgia. I forget where exactly. I think it's in like Valdosta or something. There is the Azalea Sprinter train, which they run. They have like an F unit and whatnot, which would be kind of neat to chase. But that's actually, it's only like 2 hours away from me when I'm at school, so maybe I'll do that at some point. Homer Squad Assemble. Yes, that's been the past week and a half in terms of doing all the train things. Hello, Gam, welcome in. How are you doing today? Brandon, do you have any like funky experiences chasing shit? Or
Well, no, not really. I think the last time I had the best chase I had was, excuse me, I had a bunch of friends from Gary's Mod come down from out of state. We sat there at Ford the whole day waiting on the Alcan to show up, and then once the Alcan showed up, we chased it all the way to Baghdad.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
We didn't go any further than Baghdad because it got dark.
So
you go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, continue. Sorry.
We went from Ford to Winchester all the way to Midway.
Gosh.
We sat there at Midway and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited.
What, did the Alcan die on the law or something?
No, once they got to Winchester, one of the tall motors ran out of water.
Oh boy.
Shut down. So.
Well, during our Somerville chase, down to Somerville was perfectly fine. Back up to Somerville or to Chattanooga. Sorry, yawning is going to be a consistent theme of this stream. Back up to Somerville, we were about halfway, and they have a Chesapeake and Ohio observation dome car that was originally built for the Chessie, which was the CNO's canceled New York to Cincinnati train just after World War II. The thing that the yellow bellies and the big ass M1 turbine was built for, Robert R. Young fantasy and whatnot. But apparently the brakes in it seized up, and it kept going into an emergency, so they were just sitting. We were sitting, I forget what crossing we were at, but we could see 4501 just sort of idling down there with the train, and they probably waited like an hour while the crew were trying to go through every single car trying to isolate the damn problem. Which, eventually they got it, and we chased it all the way back to East Grand Junction, but yeah, we were just waiting out in like 95-degree weather on 3 hours of sleep for the stupid fucking thing to move. Currently on lunch break, closing down shop soon. Nice. I assume you mean dinner break, because, it's a bit late for lunch. How y'all doing? I'm doing okay. By the way, Gam, how's the audio? How am I? How is Brandon? Do you hear the game fine? Music? I was having a...
I don't know about you, but I had dinner earlier on the day. I'm having lunch now.
Listen, I'm having breakfast at 7:50 p.m.
No, breakfast is at 2 a.m., bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. 3 a.m.
3 a.m. I get up. I eat 12 protein bars. I drink a 20-ounce protein shakes. I lift 300-pound deadlift. You ever seen those stupid videos like that?
Oh yeah, of course. They're fun to make. They're fun to mock at every now and then, but like pretty much every single time I see those videos, it's some YouTuber just sort of it's just some YouTube video on my recommended feed mocking those people. Like I don't actually sit down and watch those stupid things. Oh, hello Brandon.
Hello,
I
what?
see you. I see you over here.
I've come to grab the Whittier cars.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, most of the Whittier cars are switched out. I think West Bryson is actually mostly switched out. It's me and Joseph put quite a dent into this, I think, last time around. I still don't know what
Good.
needs to get done. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, and that's the reason why I haven't been streaming for the past 2 weeks. It's a combination of work and the fact that I was away, so this is the only scheduled stream this week. There will probably be another unscheduled one sometime this weekend. Probably Saturday, maybe Sunday, who knows. Let's see. Let's see. Release.
Huh.
Huh?
That's why.
What was the issue?
I coupled to a cut of car, sent the air through, and then my damn train light kept going down. I'm like, what's going on? And then I look on the other side. Oh, there's another engine on the other side. Whoops. Oops, daisy.
Classic.
What the hell is going on with my air? Fuck it. Let me see if I can drag on it. Let's see how much oof this RS1 has.
Oh, I do get paid tomorrow, which is nice.
The moolah.
The
There we
money.
go.
So
I'm
I'm actually somewhat proud of myself for this. So at the start of the meetup and at the end of the meetup, I am only down about $200 because I sold a bunch of my model trains that I wasn't using on eBay. So like I probably spent $1,000, but I'm only down 200 from it, and like $200 is 1 day of work for me, so that's pretty nice. All right, Brandon, I'm sitting here waiting for you to move on by.
Am I blocking your? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh,
No,
sorry.
you're fine. You're fine. I can wait. Let's see. Oh, wait, are there more? Oh yeah, there are 2 more East Whittier cars on the back of the West Bryson Industrial Rare number 2. Marker lights. Hello, Kara. Welcome in. The fuck are you drinking?
Liquid cocaine.
Hell yeah. Up. Dogs are sleeping. Dogs do be sleeping into bed. Operation safety 9%. Nice. Let's see. Locations, milestones. Build red marble grade to Andrews. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Brandon, do you intentionally leave this East Whittier car?
Hmm?
There's another car for East Whittier, this PRR Woodside.
That's not East Whittier on my end.
On my end, it's East Whittier.
That's strange.
That is strange.
PRR 22392.
Let me take a look. You're in 201. Oh no, you're in 202. PRR 22392. Yeah, that's East. On my end, it's East Whittier.
At my end, it just shows nothing.
Huh.
Well, that's weird.
Here, take it just in case.
Okay.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm actually going to select the Cotton Belt Atlantic real quick, and I'm going to have him run around the train to be prepared for next time. Okay. Select, follow. Okay. Oh, wait, let me actually uncouple for my stupid train. What else needs to be done? I actually don't know. Let me... Hold up. What is control? Let's see. Finance. Day 39. Bryson, East Whittier, Nantahala, Stencil. I think I already did Alarka. I genuinely forget what we have done and what we haven't done. Would I just gun it? Headlight off. Man, I love the look of E1 Atlantics. They're such good-looking locomotives.
They're useless. Well, they can go fast with 2 cars.
That's the point. It's a passenger engine. It's supposed to
be able to boogie.
I think my favorite weird cotton belt locomotive is the G0 Consolidations, or is it a 10-wheeler? Why am I suddenly blanking? SW G0. I did not want the Japanese skilled worker visa. Why am I suddenly blanking on this? No, it was a 10-wheeler. Yeah, okay. The G0s, the 10-wheelers. I didn't know why I was thinking it was a consolidation for a moment. But there was one of them that had skull and disc drivers, which is really funky.
Oh. You got a video or a picture?
Yeah, let me find it real quick. Okay, through the switch. Let's see. Hold up, I'm sending an image in the chat. Give me a moment. There we go. Goodness, I missed the stream start. Hello, Crimson. How are you doing? I am doing, pretty well myself. Hopefully I can get back to more streaming after my 1.5 week long, or 2 week long, break to go hang out with friends. Let's see. I still need to... Tired, still working. That's fair. That's fair. I've been working... I worked today and I'm pretty tired too, which probably explains the amount of yawning I've been doing. But I also just hit my microphone horribly. Actually, can I get this thing
all the cars I have a hold of, Michael, none of them have any tags for me. I mean, I could see the reporting mark, but it doesn't say destination blah blah for so and so.
That's really strange, because on my end they all show up as East Whittier.
Every single one of these cars?
Hold up. What are you hooked up to? Let me take a gander.
I just set out the supposed 4 East Whittier cars.
You're in 202.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything you're hooked up to down to the B&M hopper car is East Whittier. Here, let me send you a picture.
Okay.
So,
Something's broken.
I work on my day off on accident. Oh, that's that's unfortunate.
Oh my
There
goodness.
you go, Brandon. That's.
Yeah, I can't see none of that.
Have you tried
Well,
reloading your game or something?
I think it's just a sign that I shouldn't be here.
You're too.
Therefore,
It knows
I'm
you're an
leaving.
actual railroader, and it's like, dude, stop doing this.
Good luck, Michael.
Hi, Brandon. Now he's dead. Brandon, are you actually still there? You.
I'm getting the fuck out of this place.
All right, that's fair.
I don't think it's safe for me to switch cars out with the incorrect tags. That's a bad thing there, Michael.
Yeah. No waybills
I
and all that.
gotta see this on stream.
Well, if you're looking at my stream, the only thing you're seeing is me backing down onto a passenger train.
Oh.
And flunk. I also gotta set the switches so someone doesn't actually, you know, run into the passenger train on the when they're coming through here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Shit. Do. Okay. Let's see. What else? What else has been done? Let me. Has anyone gone out to Nantahala yet? Or Nantahala? I actually almost went up here on Sunday to Great Smoky Mountain, but we decided to. That would have been a bit too much, and we decided to just hang around Tennessee Valley as well. Yeah, it appears no one's actually switched out any of this yet. Okay, let me go ahead and... Hello, Brandon. I see you are making your way back. Shit.
I'm gonna have to make a stop by this shanty up here. I've got to use the brusher.
That's fair, that's fair. Oh, we
pretty
haven't
bad.
done... we haven't done shit. That is so many cars for West Bryson. That is insane. Okay, where is...
I'll be back in a minute.
That's fine. Alright. I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue to do all this switching with using this little fella. Oh yeah, so by the way, I think I've told this since my last stream, but I have finally paid for my 3D model. So that is in the works. Unfortunately though, Takumi, the person who I am paying it for, he got hacked, and the money I gave him almost just disappeared into the ether, but luckily he was able to recover it, so that's nice. He's doing like 3 other commissions right now, so he should be, it'll be a few months or so until I get it, but it is in the works. We will become 3-dimensional very rapidly, so that's a little update on that end. Let me go ahead and I think my strategy for this is just to take it one at a time, get everything sorted in its proper place. You know, these East Whittier cars together, these West Bryson cars together. And then once we have all that, we can begin to take that massive frickin' cut of cars and we can bring it down here. Sorry, just taking a sip of my water. I'm about to run over Brandon. As you can see, he's standing way too close to the tracks. Another thing that we did while we were at Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum is I met Ralph Hawkins from Hawkins Rails, which is one of my favorite websites ever. Oh no, cringe! Oh no, cringe! Ooh. Hello, Average Hot Rat. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, well I was at Tennessee Valley, I met Ralph Hawkins from Hawkins Rails, which is a website that it's a train website that I've loved for a bajillion years, so that was pretty cool. He did stand a bit too close to the track on a few occasions, which, I mean, we've all done that, but just remember, kids, stay safe, when near trains. But how are you doing, Hot Rat? Hope you're doing well. You may be particularly interested in two special guests we have today, which are, of course, Leo and Bear, and a bit of the pillow. Pull up. There they are. The being dogs. They're sleeping. I guess they've been spending all day doing nothing, so they need to sleep now. So doggos indeed. Watch people read nursery rhymes. Put me to sleep like a vet. Gotta head back to work, may come back later. Thank you for watching, game, and good luck closing up the store and your dash ride home. At least I think you take. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a dash. I don't know. Better bus route happened, so that's cool. You know, I was thinking the other day when I was getting kind of tired. I was getting kind of sleepy, and I was thinking, you know, there's probably someone on YouTube that can like read you bedtime stories to go to bed. Which I know that's kind of a childish thought, but when has that ever stopped me? It's like, you know. I mean, that's only really something you do as a child. Like, you know, once you reach a certain age, it's like, oh, I guess once you reach a certain age, you don't need bedtime stories anymore because you can just read yourself. But I don't know. Anywho, sorry for missing so many streams. Waffles threw me off. Waffles is currently throwing me off because me and her are getting a proper 3D model at the exact same time from the exact same artist, which is really funny. Total coincidence, but hey, I'm excited to see what hers looks like, so. But it's fine, it's fine. Listen, I appreciate anyone who comes in and decides to watch me ramble on the internet. Doesn't matter if they're here once, doesn't matter if they're here a bajillion times. Waffles threw a wrench in all of her plans. Yeah, she typically does that. Am I about to run over Brandon again? He's still in the call, by the way. He's just, I don't know, consuming food. 60 miles an hour? Okay, maybe I should slow down. Alright, there we go. As I said, how's the audio, by the way? Game audio, I have some music in the background, but it might be a bit low. For whatever reason, I loaded up my computer one day, and then all of my sound settings were just changed. You sound like you normally do? Okay, yeah. Like, I know I sound pretty similar, but like game audio, I have a music thing playing in the background, but it does sound a bit low right now. But I just want to know if that's just the settings I have adjusted on the Streamlabs end, or if it's the settings on like my standard computer end. I don't know. I've always described myself as frankly audio paranoid. The music is almost non-existent, really. Let me go ahead. Let me turn up Railroader a little bit. Okay, what about now? What about now? I turned things up a little bit, so okay, let's see. $10 miles an hour? Okay, this is fine. Slunk. Slows down. Blows up pancakes with mind. I don't know. That sounds better. Nice, nice. Okay. Release. Ankle cock. There we go. We switching out here in the big cheese himself. I can't wait. Like, I wanted to stream because my goal is to always stream at least once a week. And typically we'd have our Railroader streams on Friday night. But tomorrow's the 4th and we're doing a barbecue at my house. So, well, not like a proper barbecue with, you know, pulled pork and mac and cheese and, you know, all that good stuff. But like a grill. We're grilling. Like hamburgers and hot dogs and whatnot. So obviously I can't do the stream then, even though I've set Friday sort of as my Railroader day. But that's why I moved it to today. And then Saturday or Sunday, I'm eyeing up a Strategic Stream Initiative stream. I know I launched that and then disappeared for 2 weeks, but I mean, hey, I did actually try to stream Kerbal Space Program with an SSI stream. Well, first I tried to stream VOOP Chat, but no one was online. And then I tried to stream KSP. And then there was thunderstorms, and I didn't check the stupid weather, and my internet went out, and I just didn't have time. So I do want to hop back into KSP and do my Clementine recreation as Spud, as they have suggested. So that might be this weekend, but I didn't want to guarantee. So. Although that's mostly because by the time I get home from work, I'm very, very exhausted, and I need to either like do chores or I just want to sit back and read something. So. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Bear poked his head up for like a moment, but now he is back to being the loaf himself. But okay. Fly. There we go. Maybe I should send some shit in my server. I feel like they would appreciate it. Okay. Let's Alright, we need to put this back. We have a lot of cars we need to switch out. Like a stupid amount of cars. And right now I'm just sort of focused. I do want to get this sort of mess sorted out. Before I begin to shove like 50 more freight cars into this little industrial area. But you know, just a matter of, you know, taking our time, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. Is something I always have to remind myself.
80% of your data.
80% of your data. This had ads.
Highland makes enterprise contact.
No, Highland. I know someone with that last name. I love how this said no extra. Okay, hold up. Okay, there we go. Oh well, I guess it threw an ad into the mix, and I'm not using I find it hilarious that YouTube, and both hilarious and extremely frustrating, that YouTube, they banned ad blockers, and then they started allowing certain ad blockers, but the certain ad blockers that they did begin to allow are effectively scams. So, and I'm not going to use a scammy ad blocker. And then I'm also not going to use I actually want to be able to listen to things in the background, so... But that's besides the point. Ugh. Yes. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I don't know. I always like that phrase. I try to apply it to many things in my life, streaming being one. But also, like, well, work in college especially, because, you know, burnout is real, as they say in the business. Okay. Release handbrakes. Oh, we're dumping air. Angle cock closed. Let's see what other. I think I'm just gonna leave that for the sake of simplicity, I guess. Ugh. I am tired though. I cannot wait to sleep. I do also have a Cliff Bar right here, a chocolate chip Cliff Bar. Maybe I'm also hungry. I did have a chicken cordon bleu for dinner. And then, like, chicken salad for lunch. And then ice cream for lunch as well. I find it funny when they banned ad blockers. The most common ad blocker I get in YouTube is Pie, which is made by the same guy who made Honey. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I said, like, I also get an ad for Capital One, what is it, like Capital One ad blocker, or whatever it's called, which I'm pretty sure they just paid to use the Capital One name because it's like, it's recognizable and trustworthy, but I can't imagine that has a different business model than Pi, or which is basically like cutting out, basically, I mean, if you know Honey's business model, you know Pi's business model, how it basically cuts out creator content in order to basically skim money from, you know, creators, while not giving them any sort of cut. And that's what I was saying by, like, I find it really both funny but also slightly concerning that these are seemingly the only ad blockers that Google is allowing on YouTube, and they're in effect money-making scams. It's like, was there a meeting somewhere where the Honey and the Pie people, Honey Pie, Beatles reference, the White Album? Yeah, I don't know. Got into a boardroom and said, okay, we're gonna intentionally get rid of all other ad blockers on YouTube except for yours, so we can basically, if people don't want ads, we can force them into using your service effectively, so that you can in effect cut the content creators, like, not give them money. Was there a meeting somewhere? I'm genuinely curious about that. Let's see. Release. Okay, we need to... Hello? Okay. We need to back these cars down, and then I think the strategy is to get West Bryson 2 out of the way, get number 207 out of the way, and then basically shove these into Shove these into the Ep Springs interchange because that's quick and easy. East Whittier interchange, probably just bring those up to the main yard. And then we will start to bring the massive cut. It's like 3 cuts of cars down to down to here, so we can begin switching those out. I love parentheses hate the Mr. Beastification of YouTube and letting that scam go on for so long. Yeah. I could go more into that, but I just don't have the energy in order to do so. Let me take another sip of my water. Like, the back of my throat hurts a little bit. Oh, maybe I should not be going 11 miles an hour coupling up to this. But I think that's mostly because... Oh, and I stopped too early, of course. But that's because I've mostly just been... Because my job is... It's a construction job. My dad is one of the higher-ups of the company, so it's nepotism. But to be fair, like... 50 to 75% of internships at companies are nepotism anyways. And supposedly people tell me I do a good job, so... I'm on cleanup crew. Basically, I'm the one guy who goes around and cleans up everyone else's shit. Which can be annoying and boring and tedious at times. But it also means that I often have to sweep in locations, and the dust gets into me, which is not very good, but... I probably should wear a mask, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why I just thought of that only now. But, yeah, not the best for my health. Not the best, but... Oh well. But, let's see. I think Brandon actually died. Or something. I don't know. He is no longer real. Maybe I should take a bite of this Cliff Bar. I think that's where I was leading into this discussion. I just completely forgot. Here, let me eat this. It's good. Not sponsored by Cliff, but oh well. Okay, backing down. For Splunk, can I, like, continue to push this train back? Oh yes, I'm overpowering the air brakes in West Bryson number 2. That's really funny, but I just need to shove the rest of this back onto the siding and we should be good. Alright, there we go. Alright. Couple these up in order to get the air in the train. Oh, I was like, wait a second, what was going on with... Yanglecock is closed. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Up, Leo is doing a big stretch. Come on. This is what happens when you don't play this game for like 2.5 weeks. I genuinely sometimes forget the controls for this game. There we go. Alright, time to back up. I've been pinged. I check where it's being pinged and nothing's there. It's the ghost ping. Because, you know, there's nothing more distracting during a stream for me than to ping me on Discord, because I will immediately check that. If you want to horribly distract me. Okay. I really like this little 060 that we got here. It's like a little Chicago Northwestern prototype, which is cool. I like the CNW, so. Alright, backing down onto the Ep Springs cars. Kerplunk. Spaloink. The Yoinky Spaloinky. That's a dead meme. Okay, let's go ahead, and we will be heading down to Ep Springs. It's right here. And let's just shove them onto this track. This is like an entire engine facility down here, which is kind of crazy. I don't know why I would ever need to use this, but okay. Testing that claim, this is true. This is a true claim. To stretch. The big stretch. Okay, let's see. Pop that back. Indeed, indeed. Okay, let's see. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna sleep in. My family is apparently gonna go to the pool, which means I can sit down and, like, read. I have a lot of things that I would like to read. But alas, I do not have the time. There's a lot of things I'd like to do, but I don't have the time. Okay, I get these ideas in my head for projects, and I'm like, should I start that? I can't even finish the projects that I start, so. I do have a writing project I'm working on, a Jackson Nature Park Tourist Railroad episode that I'm about like a third of the way done with, 1/3. I need to finish that before I start anything else. There's also the fact that I have been selling a lot of things on eBay recently, and I need to keep up that momentum. I've made almost $1,000 in eBay sales so far, which is pretty nice, I think it's like $1,200. Up. The dogs, they were schmoovin' for like half a second. Okay, let's see. That reminds me, I need to sell some of my mother's old purses on there. I've been selling a lot of my excess model trains I don't really use. I need to, am I going way too fast through this switch? The answer appears to be no. But I need to, maybe like Saturday I'll probably go into, or Sunday. I have a bunch in a storage unit that I'll probably break out and sell as well. So, And the ones in the storage unit those are much more, because they're a larger scale, because they're O scale, and I've mostly been selling my smaller HO scale stuff. They're much more, they have a lot more money in them, so. Yeah, I've probably, like $1,200, I think, is what I've made on eBay. Which is pretty good, pretty good. A lot of it adds up over time. Because, you know, you might, if you have a lot to sell, you might sell something for like $50 here and maybe like $70 there. And there's some things that I've sold for, I think my two highest sales on eBay were both like $400 and like $300, respectively. So those are a big amount. But yeah, a lot of it on eBay is just volume. If you can sell a lot of stuff, you're pretty good. Okay, let's see. We are almost done over here with the West Bryson number 1. Alright, all these cars are now in this yard. Do we get immediate payment for the interchange? No, I think the, oh yeah, it does. $636, okay. Disconnect the glad hands. Open. That'd be kind of neat. Maybe like writing streams. Another strategic stream initiative idea. Because that's the whole idea behind that, which is like, I'd like to stream more, but this is just sort of me sort of streaming mundane sort of things that isn't like typically a game. There's got to be like a writing category on Twitch or something, because that's gotta exist. I'd be genuinely surprised if it didn't. I guess it would also, maybe if it didn't, I guess it would also maybe fall under like art or something. Here, let me actually take a look, like right now. Is there a writing category on Twitch? I look up, yeah, writing and reading. It's a category. Decent amount of people are streaming it too, so. Okay, that is a thing. That might give me ideas. So if I stream something, I'm more likely to actually, you know, well, complete it, so. The dogs. Okay, let's see. West Bryson Industrial Rare number 1. But this has two sets of class lights. I just realized that. Hold up. I'll like go ahead and customize this thing. Oh, it has class lamps and it has marker lamps. I could also just give it no marker lights, and it looks really freaking goofy at that point. You know, what if I just leave off the class lamps? It looks kind of funky, but hey, I like it that way. There we go. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, pictures of shitting. Shitting is real. Truly, truly real. Bear is sleeping. He is He's being quite the snory dog. Okay, now time to... Time to back down. The only new one is the first one I sent. Ah, okay. Still pictures of shit, and I don't get to see those very often. Huh. Okay, we'll back down onto this. Oh, that's at 78% condition. Oh well. It's fine. Okay. Wilson just rarely posts him. Ah, rip. Okay, so I guess what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take 207, who I almost saw this weekend, but I didn't. And we're gonna couple them up to all these West Bryson or East Whittier cars, and we're gonna take them to the interchange, and then we're gonna take the big fuck you consist down here. I'm also leaking air, which is not good, but it doesn't appear to be much of a problem for me right now, actually. Come on, close. Did I not set the switches? I don't think I did. Here, let me stop him for half a second. Oh, well, let me close the ankle cock. There we go. Okay, there we go. We should be fine now. Okay. Here we go. Is this another one I gave both class lamps and marker lamps to? No. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me take a look. Customize. Oh, it is. Marker lights. Oh, wow. There, it looks like they're on stalks or whatever. Alright. Let's see. JNPT number 207. Okay. Throttle 82%. Well, I'm just sort of shifting the throttle as I need it. Okay. Let's see. Gotta get the switches up here, good, so I don't accidentally ram into the RS1.
What in the hell happened?
Hi, Brandon.
Why is my engine derailed?
Oh, it is?
It's in the pit.
On my end, it's sitting right... it's derailed, but it's not, like, in the pit. It's just sitting out...
It's in front of the pit. Yeah, I was sitting on the spur over there, and I couldn't get the engine to move. I was like, what is going on?
I mean, on my end, it's just sitting in front of the pit, but...
It's my end. It's sitting in front of the pit. It's smoking. Both trucks are on the ground.
Oh, gosh.
This thing is fucked. I don't know what how do you even re-rail this shit?
Control R?
Yeah, it's not doing anything, bud.
Brandon, I think your game might be glitched.
I am sorry, Michael, but
it's not your fault.
Like this, I do have to leave.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, how do I re-rail? I'm at least get it on the fucking rails.
Control R, right click on it a bunch of times.
Hold Control R and right click.
Just sort of spam Control R click.
keeps bringing up some stupid. Oh.
Oh, it might be shift.
Shift R. Yep, Shift R.
Yeah, shift R. Okay. Is it back?
Or at least it's on.
How much?
Rails.
How much damage did it sustain?
9%. It's at 91% right now.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
I don't know what the fuck happened there, because literally I was sitting there. I went to go move it because I knew I had to get off soon. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna line myself for the turntable and stick it in the roundhouse right quick. I stuck it, notch 2, engine didn't move. It was revving up, but it didn't move. I'm like, huh, that's weird. So I applied the independent, went straight to 8, nothing. Other direction, straight to 8, nothing. I'm like, okay. So I went to go back, take care of something, come back. I'm like, oh, the RS1 is gone. Uh-oh. I look over and I see, boom, RS1 cloud of smoke right in front of the turntable pit. I'm like, motherfucker.
Oh, that's no good.
MF. Yeah, this is no good.
It's fine, Brandon. Shit happens. The game just being dumb.
My game was fucked up anyway, so thank you for your patience.
No problem, no problem. I guess I'll just continue by myself for now.
Good luck, Michael.
I will try. Thank you.
See ya, bye.
Don't know how long the stream is gonna be. I think I'll probably go for about, I don't know, 2 hours or so, because I am a bit tired. I still want to get some things done. Okay, there we go. Apply, turn on the brake. Couple. I still want to stream. I still want to do this. We will still be going. We will be charming for as long as I possibly can. Okay, cut that out. And now we gotta we have these cars over here. And then we have that massive cut. So it's only 2 big cuts of cars. Okay, come on, move forward, you dumb little idiot. There we go. Oh yeah, so I guess if I want to talk more about my model, it is also going to be my original idea is like, okay, it's going to be like a high poly sort of thing, but I started looking around. I was like, you know what, a mid poly model would be pretty cool to do. I think I've talked about this before. I don't remember, but so that's what it's going to be. I still actually have to hop into a voice call with like Jelly or Nano or someone to like sit me down and show me how I can use this program for like tracking and whatnot. There we go. But that'll be a little while. I actually am getting tired because it's almost like most nights I go to bed at 9 because I need to wake up at 5 and I want to get my 8 hours of sleep because I can't function without it. But oh well. Are those crossing boards new? I think these signs are new. I don't know if the crossing boards are new though. Bear is snoring pretty loudly right now. He is the big snorer. Oh my gosh, look at all these cars. That is a lot. Okay, slow down. Let's see. Miller Electronics. We're going to... We are going to back down onto the rest of this train once I actually relieve the train brake. Come on, move backwards. Here we go. Someone text me or something? Let me take a look. Okay. It was just my sister texting me. She's actually coming back to visit for the 4th of July, which is very nice, very nice. How many, I'm curious to see how many tons will this train end up being. So where did I I forget the East Whittier cars down there? I think I did. Well, okay, how about instead of doing West Bryson, we just get all of these various cuts of cars together in like a single unified into proper consists, so that next time around we can just basically grab and go. Is there even going to be enough room in this siding? Oh yeah, there will be. Number 90 needs to go. Yeah, number 90 is at 16%. Gosh. Come on, move forwards. Okay, there we go. There we go. Actually, I should probably check back here. Oh yeah, it's clear. It's all clear. Fly. Okay. 207, uncouple. We're gonna take the... Hello, Pat.
Michael,
Pat.
Michael, I need help.
What do you need help with, my fine sir?
I'm stranded in Bridgeport and I need a new pair of boxers.
That's unfortunate, man. You're gonna die.
Okay, listen. I just wanted to catch you before the call closed because I saw you're the only one in here, but I'm gonna be back in like 15-ish minutes here. Are you still gonna be streaming by then?
Probably, yeah. I'll probably go for another, like, 45 minutes or so, although I am getting a bit tired, so...
No, fair. I mean, I'm already exhausted myself, but I'm here. I will return in a few minutes.
Alright, that's fine.
Just don't go nowhere!
Michael, don't leave me here.
Michael!
And he's dead. Once again. Well... At least I won't be alone. Yeah, I think... Oh, wait, I did not mean to go down that track. Well, I guess... I don't care at this point. I'm gonna head down this track. I need to collect... I need to collect those two cars for the Ep Springs interchange, and then I'll back down onto it. But yeah, I guess tomorrow I'll just... Or maybe Sunday I'll just do a big thing where I will just write this... I will write this JNPT episode, and then I will find another project to work on. There's always 12:01 a.m., which is my rare alternate history timeline that has sort of languished since late last year. That I have recently been going back to and thinking, man, I should rewrite every single aspect of this. So maybe I'll go and do that. So I have something I think would be more so similar sort of premise, but more sort of interesting. Well, we will see, we will see. Give me a question of the day for the server I'm in. What is your favorite barnyard animal? That is the question of the day. What is your favorite barnyard animal? My favorite barnyard animal is the pig because it reminds me of Bear, who you can barely see. But he is there, slumbering away. He is doing what Bear does and sleeping, because that's like a good chunk of what he does. Okay, let's back down onto this. Plunk. Of course, the air brakes. Is there like a question of the day generator out there or something? Because every single time it's like, oh, question of the day, it's like, okay, it's more like question of the week because you can't come up with a bajillion questions. Question of the hour. Question of the microsecond? I don't know. My brain is turning into mush. Okay. Lettuce see. Lettuce salad even. Lettuce salad? Let me salad my tomatoes. I don't know. I'm just saying words. I use Pinterest, but we ran out. Did come up with them every day somehow last year, but that's like every 3 days now. Yeah. It's like, what is your favorite barbecue side dish or something? You know, you get down to the wire where it's like really specific questions where it's, you know, only one person, you know, might answer. Actually, what is my favorite barbecue side dish? I like mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is good, but the barbecue side dish that sticks out to me most is candied yams. I was in North Carolina, I think out by Duck, and we went to this little barbecue spot, and I got candied yams.
That sounds awesome.
Yes, hello Pat, welcome back.
It is I, Donald Trump, but the shitty one.
What is your favorite barbecue side dish, Pat?
Okay. Well, that's kind of a hard one to say. I'm not really a big barbecue guy. At least, well, I shouldn't say I'm not a big barbecue guy. It's pretty good, but like I don't get to have it often.
Yeah, because you're in fucking New England.
New England, it sucks. It's a shitty place.
I don't know. Candied yams are pretty good. I always like collard greens. There's this place near me. It's a farmer's market. It's like this shed, this big ass shed. It's a farmer's market, but they also do barbecue, and it's so good. Like the best freaking Brunswick stew I've ever had. Well, second best. I am sleepy.
Hey, you're telling me. I just got off the phone before I joined the call. I just got off the phone with my girlfriend, and I was so freaking stupid tired while on the phone that I tripped up over my words so much I pissed myself off.
Oh, that's no good.
Like, I was mid-sentence trying to get it out. I was like, shit, I can't talk. She almost died laughing, but I'm sitting here struggling.
Oh, that's funny. I am kind of in a similar boat where it is approaching my normal bedtime, but I don't need to go well, apparently we're going to the pool tomorrow and having a grill session. So, but like, I don't need to do that until noon. I don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, but my brain is still like, you gotta go to work at 7, be there by 7 tomorrow, you know, all that good stuff. So, yeah. But tomorrow, I just kind of want to, or Saturday, Sunday, I think I'm going to do a writing stream where I write more JNPT. So, that'll be, because I need to finish that episode.
I think we do, in fact, need to see more JNPT.
This is true. I feel like if I write enough scripts, Ryan will eventually make it.
We need to commission the tall men for this shit.
Well, there is the idea, I don't know, maybe you can spitball this with me. But there was the idea that, Mr. Michael wants to do the Polar Express in May, but he is too cheap to get the licensing. So, instead of because, you know, Mr. Michael, he has them pearly whites. So, instead of the Polar Express, it's the Molar Express. And it's like dentists. I don't know how I'd make an episode revolving around that, but it's an idea.
Okay, you gotta like involve a really shitty version of the Tooth Fairy, like it's this fucking 40-year-old dude in a Tooth Fairy costume, and he hates everything about his life.
Oh yeah, we can make it Edward, Logan's engineer, because he's basically that character.
There you go.
Maybe the plot is what would even be the plot? Like they get sued over the Molar Express? Like, I don't know. This is like the gag you would see in the background of an episode rather than like the whole plot.
Yeah. Okay, so like hear me out, right? It's just like hold on. I gotta brainstorm for a second. I'm operating on low power mode right now. So like, I don't know. Like let's try and spoof like a proper not heritage, but like tourist railroad Christmas, you know, Christmas.
Yeah. They sell tickets like months in advance.
Yeah. And like, you know, they have costume characters walk up and down the train.
Maybe it's like my first thought goes to like the first episode of SpongeBob where they're just swamped by the Molar Express people. Like people are craving for the Molar Express.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
That's pretty great, I'm gonna be real.
They have to like throw together, they have to find any piece of functional passenger equipment on the railroad to run the Molar Express. Someone has texted me.
It was not... Damn, okay.
The fuck?
I got interrupted by gas. That was gonna be Donald Trump, but I got interrupted by what was almost acid reflux.
I see now. Oh, one of my friends just sent me a picture of the moon. Okay, that he took. That's nice.
Wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful. How have you been since the meetup?
Well, I was pretty great when I got home. I was satisfied. I had a good trip. I got the rest of Thursday to myself to relax. I worked on Friday, had a half-decent weekend, and then I've been down the shitter ever since.
Oh, that's fair. I have not rested at all. Because, okay, so me and Jack, we get on our Amtrak train, we get on the Crescent, and everything goes perfectly fine. No problems. We're 15 minutes early into Atlanta. And then we need to go pick up Jack's friend Joe of train chamber fame from the airport. And originally he's going to get in around 6. So we come back to my house, we play Sid Meier's, and then Jack wins, and then we go get... Okay, we have to leave a little bit early because we want to go get some barbecue, and then, you know, also Atlanta traffic. But turns out we actually get there early. And we just listen to a bunch of Beatles stuff on the way down. And what ends up happening is that a massive weather storm moves in over Atlanta. And as a result, the plane that Joe was flying on from New York it circles around Atlanta and then it flies to Charlotte, North Carolina on a detour. It lands in Charlotte, it refuels, and then it comes back to Atlanta, circles around Atlanta, and finally lands at like 11 o'clock.
Oh.
But what's even worse is that the jetway that, you know, when you walk off the airplane, you go on the jetway into the terminal, that breaks. So they're just sitting there for like another 45 minutes just waiting to get off. And then another 45 minutes goes by, and only then does the luggage begin to move. So it's midnight by that point.
Oh.
By the time Joe and his dad finally get into our car, my truck. And Chattanooga is 2.5 hours away. So we finally get to Chattanooga around, like, well, 2:30, 2:45. We go into the hotel room, and we crash. But the problem is, this would be bad enough in and of itself. However, we were planning on chasing, and we did, the Somerville steam excursions with Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. Basically, they take 4501 and they run it 50 miles down to Somerville, and then they run it back up. But the problem is that the train leaves at 8, which means we have to be up by 7 if we actually want to be able to get there and you know, chase the train in time. So we did an entire train chase from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then we were up, and we actually went to Chili's. You know,
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Alex restaurant. So we finally got to bed that night at 10, but we were out chasing the train in like 95-degree weather, lugging around camera equipment, booking it between locations, for 12 hours on exactly 4 hours of sleep.
Oh.
How if the adrenaline alone kept us up, but we eventually made it. And we eventually crashed, and then we were going to go to Great Smoky Mountain, but we were like, well, number one, 6:30 is not going to be running past November because it's up for its 15-year inspection, and 2, driving to like Great Smoky is 2 hours away, so if we want to chase that train too, we'd have to wake up at like 5, which we did not want to do after sleeping 4 hours the previous night. So we decided to just hang around Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum and chase their local trains for the entire day. But we drive back that night. Yeah, foreshadowing.
Yep.
We finally drop off Jack and Joe at their hotel, and I'm in bed at maybe like 8:30, which is like 30 minutes before I normally go to bed. I wake up, and then I have at 5 a.m. again, so I have to go to work, and I've been waking up at 5 a.m., going to bed at 9, waking up at 5 for the last 4 days, and I really haven't had a break since the meetup. And the meetup was great, obviously, but the problem was that I can't sleep very well on air mattresses, which of course you know I slept on the whole time.
Yeah.
So I really haven't had a good night. I really haven't had a good night's sleep since like the 16th.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Ow.
Driving through Atlanta in August made me want to do things. Driving through Atlanta makes me want to do things. It raises my blood pressure by 2,000%.
I don't blame you. Also, teensy little thing. I'm in JNPT, and it looks like all the mods are functional.
Yay! Bless you.
Excuse me. So, I don't mean to interrupt, but what should I do?
West Bryson.
Oh.
Okay, hold up. I need to let my dog out. I'll be right back.
Oh no! I got left with West Bryson. No! Hold on, I need to pull up the stream because I know you people can hear me, but I can't see anything. And now I'm gonna get an advertisement. I love those. That was sarcasm. I'm still watching an advertisement, by the way. This is absurd. Okay, now man. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Driving through Atlanta makes me want to do Redacted. Atlanta has the second worst drivers out of any town I've been to. It's so funny because where I go to college is a nexus of, because the college town, it's a nexus of everyone in Georgia. So you can tell where someone is from based off the specific characteristics of their bad driving. It's really funny.
Also, Mike, quick question.
Yes.
Why is, like, there's nothing in your chat on the stream, you know that, right?
Oh, yeah, I know. So there actually is, like, on my, like, the little chat box on my stream.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty normal, because whenever I say flip between be right back, the be right back screen, you know, streaming and whatnot, it refreshes the chat box.
Oh,
but
okay.
if you actually look in, JNPT 101, yeah, if you actually look in the chat properly, there's actual people poofed, yeah, like you right now, Average.
But yeah, I commandeered 101 to do the switching.
That's fine, that's fine.
So you're working up at Ebb Springs. Where the hell is that?
Ebb Springs.
Oh, that's all the way up.
Yeah, it's where West Bryson Interchange kinda sorta used to be. It's the successor mod. It's an entire engine facility, which I have no idea why we use it, but
Ooh. Okay, that's cool. Wait.
that is cool, yeah. I guess if we get to the point where we have way too many engines at like Bryson, we just use this. Pat, you want to hear my steps? I've started tracking my steps every day this week at work.
Okay, let me hear it.
Okay, so
I tracked
Monday,
mine too. Let's see.
Monday, I made 19,285 steps.
Hold on, wait. 19,000?
Yeah, 19,285.
Wait, do you have an iPhone?
No, I don't. I just have a Samsung.
Okay, because I was wondering if you're using the fitness app that comes with that, but never mind. Like,
No.
does that give you miles or?
Yeah, it's 8.24 miles.
God dang, man! I thought I did a lot.
Yeah, and then
You know, I've got like 10,000 miles average and 3.75 miles a day.
yeah, Tuesday was the craziest, 22,507 steps.
Dude.
Thursday, Wednesday was 20,162 steps. And then today was very low. Today was only 18,415 steps.
That's insane.
Over the last 4 days, I've logged 80,000 steps.
Oh my god.
I know. Oh, I am coming in way too quickly.
He's coming in way too hot. He's gonna nuke it. There's a bomb in that hopper.
True. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll probably have a grand total of maybe like 5,000 steps tomorrow if I'm lucky.
I'm gonna have like 300. I'm not doing shit until at least 3 p.m. tomorrow.
That's fair.
Although I do have to drive an hour to New York for a party, which is I'm actually weirdly looking forward to.
Okay.
TLDR, folks that I haven't spoken to since like middle school are like, "Hey, are you doing anything tomorrow?" I'm like, "Okay, didn't expect that. Yeah, I'm down." So I am gonna go see them and see if they're, still down to be real people instead of schizophrenic delusions like 80% of the people I've met.
That's fair. Tomorrow, because my sister's flying in tonight, so tomorrow we're going to the pool and having a grill.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, tomorrow at the pool I'll probably just like read. Maybe go into the water once or twice.
Old person walk. Wow, tired. Old person activities. I stuttered. My joke is over.
Exactly. But last time we went to the pool, there were 2 baby ducks abandoned by their mom, just sort of swimming around.
Dude, what the hell?
I know, and we had to. They were just swimming in the pool. The problem was they're so young that they'd probably die if they were left alone. So we had to like capture them in the pool and try and like bring them to an animal rehab facility.
Oh.
So, I mean, we succeeded, but that's the
sad.
I know. But I was duck hunting, baby duck hunting in the pool. I had to capture baby ducks.
I'm hunting wabbits.
Oh. Yes, Pat?
Yeah, sorry. Again, brain non-functional right now. I'm double checking what I have for the UMM mods, and I think I'm short 1 or 2 because the decoration mods aren't working for the local.
Oh yeah.
It's not affecting anything, so I don't really care. Also, lovely dog cam, by the way.
Yes, I know. Bear is engaging in his favorite activity of sleep.
Okay, what would happen if you just said the word shower?
Shower.
Oh, nothing. Okay.
He does not respond to his own name half the time, so I don't think, like... Bear! The dog is...
He's done.
He's out. He's done nothing all day, and he's very tired of that, so he's gonna do more nothing. Turn on water. I mean, if I turned on the shower, he probably would react, but... Hello, Pat. Where should I... Hold up.
Are you bringing cars down?
No, I need to bring those East Whittier cars up, actually.
You know, I really need to, like, what's it called? I need to go through and, like, really put together what my mod sets are gonna look like. Because, you know, you can do mod sets with Railloader, so, like, you can play different saves with different mod sets.
Yeah.
All I did for this time, just for the sake of simplicity, I removed everything in my mods folder, and then I just added your stuff.
That's fair, that's fair.
But now that I've got your stuff in, which is the smaller batch, I can go in there, I can make a mod set out of everything I have enabled, and then I can add all my other shit back and make that into another mod set. So now I can do both my thing and JNPT, just swap back and forth.
Yeah, that's good, that's good. I don't really expect to be playing with any other mod sets other than this one, so...
Yeah. Well, I have my single player that I dumped way too much, well, I shouldn't say way too much.
Quintuple track or whatever.
Oh no, no, not like that. I was gonna say like time-wise, I spent too much time on it, but I haven't gotten to touch it for more than like maybe a couple hours since I got home. And I mean from the meetup. I don't mean from work.
Okay, okay. You know what? The only time I really play Railroader nowadays is during these streams, but I think that's like the perfect amount of time for me, because I don't get burnt out on it. It's spaced out enough where it's just the right level of play. It sort of reminds me of with my my Model Rare Club I used to be a part of, where it's a case where, yeah, if I would go there once a week, maybe twice a week at most, and I'd just run like one lap around the layout, and I'm good.
Yeah.
And running around that
mean,
layout takes like an hour anyways, so...
Oh, well, you're talking up to the top of the branch and back.
Yeah, and that's just by yourself. When you have other people.
Yeah. When you have other people, it makes it a lot more fun because you have like genuine traffic capabilities. Like you have to signal and coordinate. It's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
You know, it's interactive.
It's immersive.
Immersive railroading.
I was just thinking that. Immersive bear roading? I don't know.
You know, this shouldn't have been like just the JNPT. This should have been the Bear Creek Railroad.
The Bear Creek Railroad.
Oh, you might want to be easy. Oh no, you're gonna go straight through. Never mind.
We do have a dog. We do have a Skookum is bear.
Real.
So it's not like it's I'm sorry, I'm texting while driving. Texting while driving, pretty based.
You see, it's the drunk crashers that get us in trouble. The drunk drivers, they know what they're doing.
The drunk crashers.
Yo, whoa, back up. What the hell?
Huh?
There's another train on that far track?
There's another train where?
On the, like, where you are right now. I'm looking at your stream. There's that cut for Whittier isn't even on my screen, so I know something's messed up.
Oh, Brandon was having a similar issue.
I saw something pink on the head end of that, too. Was that the porter?
That's the hot pink porter, yes. Also, I just realized I put a cut of... I completely forgot about this cut for Ep Springs right up here.
Yeah, I was gonna drag that up there, because I need to get, these chemical cars up there.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do it.
Actually, you know what? Here, tell you what. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna disconnect. I'm gonna go into my files and see if I can't make the porter work, because I think I know why it's not working.
Because the porter...
Well, no. So, like, I had this, like, little era that lasted maybe about, like, 2 months where I was working on that coach mod actively. And I was granted access into a modder's form through one of the Railroader servers. And they had unreleased mods that were kind of in beta testing, and that was one of them.
Ah, okay.
But it was uncolorable, and it was also, like, the UMM thing was busted. So instead of being a normal UMM install, you had to actually go into the base game asset packs and add it in as its own thing.
Huh. That's strange.
Yeah. Yep, there it is, S6. Delete.
A hot pink porter.
Let's see.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm so used to going straight to single player.
Schmingle player.
Okay. Yeah, that's wonderful. I still don't see it.
That's
Or wait.
wonderful? What?
That was blatant sarcasm.
I was like, wait a second.
Is there a dependency with that engine that I'm missing or something?
Don't know.
Hold on, let me. Damn it!
What happened?
Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby, I can't get my hot pink porter to work.
They are real.
That's the
I gotta
recipe
go
for
to-
mustard gas.
I gotta go to the freaking Nexus mods page.
Schmexa schmods.
Nexus mods, asset loader, library. Oh, that's it.
Yes?
I did not. I don't think I installed the Legos library of stuff.
Unfortunate. No more Legos.
I did not. I did not do the right shit.
Huh. Come on, push the twain, the skittle twain.
Mike,
At
is there a reason the little shit is pink?
'cause it'd be funny. Cause it's funny, that's why.
Okay.
Just the mild, okay.
You know, I really wish the cab and the tanks were separately colorable on this thing.
That would be funny. Just make the Porter the most decorated locomotive on the entire roster.
Exactly. See, this guy gets it.
Most gaudy little thing imaginable. Let's see. Are you using the waypoints?
Me, yes.
Hmm.
I find it more efficient. And because I'm used to switching like a NASCAR driver, it avoids mistakes.
That's fair, that's fair.
Because, you know, toastalities and all that happy shit, and, you know, I don't have to care, what boom, and just send a frickin' boxcar down a spur at 35 miles an hour.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, but I like this Epps Springs place. This is some shit.
It is
This is some
cool.
shit. I think I might leave this one in for my my save.
Okay, I need to take number 90, which I don't even remember what happened to this thing other than it's at 16% condition.
I farted on it.
Something like that.
I had Mexican! I burnt a hole in the seat!
Come on, come on. Wait, can I not? Oh, it's cut
it not?
out. Okay, that's why.
Oh, yeah, that was on the head end of the other train that I stole the engine from, wasn't it?
Something like that. It needs to go to the Bryson repair track in order to become real again.
You are not really useful. You are, in fact, a fat bitch, and you don't do shit. Although I do really gotta say, I like the kind of green you put on the switching engine down here.
Yes, it is.
It's very nice, very pleasant.
Yeah, I think we'll probably go for another 30 more minutes, and then I'm starting to get quite tired, so.
Nah, I don't blame you. I do gotta ask though. I have not actually gotten to play Railroader on one of these streams in a very long time. When's the next time you plan on doing a stream? Just out of curiosity.
My plan is I want to try and do it every Friday.
Okay.
So, I want to try and make it a more consistent thing. So, that's the plan right now.
Okay. Oh, it's over there. That's why. Oh, what happened to you?
Happened to what?
101's tender is all jank.
I see.
I think I have a conflicting tender swap mod somewhere.
I love how when the especially with the blue boiler, it just makes it look all smudged.
Yeah.
He is truly smudger.
There's nothing coming down the mountain, right?
No.
Good. So, question, has anyone else hit this chat up while I wasn't here?
Not Brandon was here at the very beginning, and then he left, and then came back, and then died. So, it's
Very
mostly just
lame.
been me, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why no one else showed up.
It's
Frick.
fine. Okay, we are getting number 90 back to the repair track. Oh, hello.
Oh, I say that and Ryan just appears.
Did I? Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
Hello.
Hello, Ryan.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
I literally just made a comment on like, huh, I wonder why no one else has been here this evening. And then you just like spawn into existence.
He spawned.
You were
Yeah,
no-
he's a mob.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, like, you cannot sleep now. There are monsters nearby, and just a photo. Like it's like a PNG. It's a 2D PNG of my face that just grows larger.
No, it's just like one of them next spots and
Yeah, exactly.
in Gmod. Oh shit! You don't have toastality, so I can't push cars at more than like half a mile an hour. That
Yeah.
sucks. I can't fling boxcars like Superman. I'm disappointed.
How are you doing, Ryan?
Well, Chad, I've had a. Beamy! Get Athearn Kit in the mail. Think this will be a fun little de-stressing activity. It is not a fun de-stressing activity because it's one of the reefer kits. And
Oh boy.
have you assembled one of these pieces of shit?
I've tinkered with them before, but I've never succeeded.
These things fucking suck. And I just dropped one. Yeah,
Can
continue.
you send me a picture of which one this is?
Oh, totally. Yeah. Let me first fucking locate the screw that decided to take a fucking dive onto the floor. There it is. Yeah.
That's like
Yeah,
that's like when I bought a like a Walther's tank car kit, and I'm like, okay, this will take me like an afternoon to assemble at most, and then like a week and a half later, it's still not done.
There you go.
I do
There you
have
go.
I did buy an Apache Railway blue wood chip hopper kit from some manufacturer that I need to put together.
Michael, I think you should put that kit together.
You know what, Ryan? I should put that kit together.
Can you do it live on stream while you're also juggling and talking about astronauts? I think that'd be fun.
That's fine. That's fine.
Challenge? Who can assemble more kits the fastest?
It's me.
Probably you, Pat.
Actually,
I
this would
only
be a
say
fun-
this because,
like everyone gets like, I don't know, X amount of like, I don't know, Athearn 40-foot kits, and it's a challenge of who can assemble them, not the fastest, not the best, but who can assemble them with the most gusto.
The most gusto, the most pizzazz, the most.
The va boom, the most flair, the most moxie.
Ryan, what do you think of the Molar Express plot? Plot in like quotes, because I don't even know what plot that would be.
That's the fucking Christmas special.
The Christmas special in May. There is no actual Christmas special.
No, the Christmas special is actually a Hanukkah special because like Christmas specials are so overdone.
Yeah, I know.
No, the
it's
Christmas
it's
train
eight
ideas-
crazy nights. JNPT
Oh my
edition.
god!
No, what happens is that like well no what happens is that Mr. Michael is like, I don't know, 1/16 Jewish. And he takes his,
1/16.
yeah, exactly. And so he takes his Jewish heritage very seriously because his like cousin's family 3 times removed were Jewish. He's only met them once in a family gathering in Rapid City when they went to Mount Rushmore and stayed at a very like a aggressively mediocre Airbnb where the hot water crapped out after the 3rd day and they had to get a partial refund. You know,
Yeah,
normal
yeah.
Americans.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you know that's how he knows it.
No.
What?
I went to the wrong switch. Hello, Joseph. Welcome in.
Joseph!
Hello.
Joseph!
Who's Joseph?
A figment of our imagination implanted by Brandon.
Oh, is that the guy with the fish?
Fish!
Hold on.
I'm sorry. I'm like I have.
Oh, it
to-
is. It's the guy with the fellowship is shared here fish. I know you.
I'm running on like 2 brain cells. If I'm a retard, just like that's why.
Best Buy. I wouldn't buy you on clearance at Best Buy. Honestly, you give me more Walmart vibes.
Walmart vibes.
What?
Yeah, Pat. Papa Nathaniel.
Mm.
Hello. Okay. This
Hi.
kid has already been like a fucking train wreck because one of
That.
Wait, hold
One
up.
of the-
Leo wants to enter the building. I'll be right back.
the 4 reefer, like, I don't fucking know, the things that hold the reefer, like, ice stores up, fucking broke in half. So I'm gonna have to find a way to just, like, put that together. I don't know how. Well, I do know how. I'm probably just gonna have to, like, glue it in a way that makes it look fine-ish.
Yeah, like that's the great thing about kits is like they're relatively cheap in comparison to finished RTR cars. And you can just say, fuck it, I'm the only person that's going to know this teensy little piece is busted, and I
Hello,
don't have to care
everybody.
about it.
I am back.
Hello, Mr. Michael.
I'm gonna have to leave again in like 5 minutes, but Leo is now in the room.
Oh,
But
So
hello.
am I the only one? Am I not the only one that's working on real model railroad stuff right now?
No.
What do you mean
no.
real model railroad?
Yeah, I'm working on. I am. Well, currently I was painting. I am currently disassembling an airbrush.
Sir, I'm building a
that's always
kit
fun.
right now.
Also,
we
hello,
are both
Fig-
doing real
Hello,
model
Fig
railroad
Pudding.
stuff.
Welcome in. How are you doing today? Truly real. I wish I had the time or the energy to do customs, but I am building kits, so that's nice.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, and this will be nice and done and ready for Jack Floor Railways.
Jack Falor Railways.
Oh,
I'm
by the
over
way,
here.
Pat, you left your track cleaning thing here.
my what?
You also may have
You're-
taken a shirt of mine and a pair of pants, but you also left some
That-
underwear
Oh, no,
and some
No,
jeans.
Michael, I found your jeans and your underwear here.
Oh, really?
Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't take home anyone else's clothes.
Is
I
there
checked
there
on
like
that.
a red shirt somewhere?
Yeah, I think
Ryan?
I'll have to check again, but I think so. Yeah.
Okay, good. Got in my history of Penn Central today. Pretty based, not gonna lie.
I was also going to say, just as a quick little note, Joseph, you say you're doing model stuff. The little thing I posted in the chat was a little fixer-upper I did the other day.
Link.
I am working on painting one. I have to strip the car body, and I have
Oh,
a new
that's-
cleaner to do it with too.
Ooh, damn, that sounds like fun. We got one of those at work, but I'm not allowed to use it.
Oh, what?
90% of the
ultrasonic
airbrush is
cleaner?
fixing the damn airbrush, 10% actually painting. Also, hello, Shortline. Hello, James or Duke Dog. Welcome in.
Yes.
And yes, that is 100% true.
Yes.
I have an airbrush that I probably should dig out, but like I don't have any projects right now.
I have several I could use mine for. It's just
Yeah, I want to
feel
make
like
the
it.
Seattle and North Coast SW1 eventually. However, I'd have to actually buy a locomotive for that and then strip off all of the parts and the shell. I'm tired, if you cannot tell.
When are you
Well,
not tired?
That is fair. My bedtime
He's
is
a
like...
working boy.
Listen,
alone.
I have done 80,000 steps in the last 4 days, and that's not an exaggeration. That is literally true.
Where are you walking to? Toledo?
I might as well be. My construction job work is a lot of steps, so...
Oh,
Yeah.
Pat, are you still game to play Mr. Conductor and Ryan, the Discord server, on the Magic Railroad?
I will be shooting someone on set.
Hell yeah.
Good. It wouldn't be authentic otherwise.
Would it be
It would
authentic
not.
without murder? Also, thank you, James.
What is it? Murder on the Orient Express?
No, we're making a Thomas parody. No, we're not.
Listen, no, the way that started is just like I got a tag in my notifications this morning in Ryan's server, and it's like this list of people cast in this like
In, like,
parody of
Thomas and the Magic Railroad, yeah.
I was like, what did I just read? I've been cast for something that I did not apply for. And then I realized it was Ryan, and I was like, "Oh, this
Oh,
is a
yeah.
shit post."
Yeah, well, it's a shit post, but it also could very well be real.
Yeah, here's the
People
thing, I'm gonna keep
people
y'all
are
guessing.
up. People are already setting off fireworks.
Oh, wonderful. But I was gonna ask Ryan, what were you gonna say?
Pat, you never know. I might just surprise you one day and give you a script and say, do these. Another one of these fucking stanchion things broke off. Fuck this.
Fair.
Oh, God. Yeah, this thing's fucking brittle as shit plastic. No wonder.
Yeah.
I might have to get creative with how I, like, fix these.
That's the fun part.
Not if you ask me, but,
Fair.
because I don't want, because I know full well that I'm gonna get, like, some guy who may or may not be a gay twin from Florida who says, you know, Ryan's calling you correct, you should redo it, and I'm like, absolutely.
Ryan.
You just don't get it, do you?
It's inevitable.
Bear has been alerted. Bear did. Okay, so someone set off fireworks and
Shit.
Someone set off fireworks and Leo lost his shit. Bear did not move or make a sound at all.
Well,
Yeah,
you go
fucking-
turn the shower on and he flips out.
Yeah, exactly.
Your dog makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, tell me something I don't know.
Here's the thing, it's here, it's there, it's everywhere. Who you're gonna call psychic friend Bear?
Psychic friend Bear. As Miranda once said, Bear, scientists must study him. He knows something that we don't.
Well, yeah, obviously, he's Bear.
He's Bear.
Oh, I see an RS1 in blue.
Yeah, that was Brandon. What Brandon was schmaboogling, but then it died.
Is it? Wait, is that bankruptcy blue?
No, that's Washington Old Dominion blue.
Good.
Bankruptcy blue is more
Very
like a
good.
robin egg, sorta.
Yeah, it's true.
So what I'm working on doing is slowly but surely painting one of 3 ACF center clothes.
Yeah.
And these were painted by some guy, God knows when, for like some kind of fertilizer company. And I'm just painting them into what like Brandon would see on the belt line. Just, you know, white ACF.
Huh.
Yeah. Are you gonna weather it?
Maybe eventually future ones. These first 3 are probably just going to be like brand new deliveries.
Oh my gosh, Bear is getting up. He is.
Because what
he
my
is
modern
leaving.
train.
Oh my
Modern.
gosh. Give me a second, Bear. Hold up, I gotta be right back again.
Wait, continue, Joseph.
My modern train is primarily Norfolk Southern 4610, which I'm also going to repaint into NS Black. I've got a bunch of decals on the way for that, as well as an SD40 that I've also got. An SD40-2, both of them Athearn blue boxes.
Yep.
Repaint them into NS Black, just the old thoroughbred scheme without the horse.
Yeah.
Here's the
And
real
then-
question, though. What numbers are you making them?
4610 is going to remain 4610. I don't know what I'm going to do with the.
Can I make a suggestion for you?
Yeah.
Can you do one of the ex-Conrail ones, number it 3422?
Maybe not. I don't know.
I'll pay you.
It's a tempting offer, is it not?
Brandon would get a kick out of it, I assure you.
See, I'm doing this because I saw, you know, where 4610 is the GP59 and, you know, is identical on the outside to a GP60. So what I'm doing is creating a combo that I have seen in real life on the Burnside local, which is a DP60 trailing behind a SD40-2. But this combo is in like 1989, so it's all brand new.
Hey, Pat, question.
Go.
How do you get rid of super glue stains or like marks if you can?
Depends on what material it's on. If it's plastic, that's a little hard. I would just very carefully take a little piece of cloth and with a literal dot of acetone, I would try and soften it up and peel it off. But that's the risky way of doing it. You're better off either just scraping it off with a knife or sanding it off, depending on if it's painted or not.
All right, gentlemen, I am back.
Michael,
Pat.
I'm switching for you.
Thank you.
This is Rodney Kontorsky.
Oh gosh. Oh,
Penn Central.
Yeah, I'm kind of like right in front of you.
hello, Gam. Welcome back. I'm trying to get the stencil and Ella cars onto the East Whittier schmaboogler.
Oh?
Because I need to go over there.
Yeah, try and get on the head end of that cut. And I'm going to put this one for stencil manufacturing on the tail end of your train.
That's fine, that's fine. How fast can I go into the yard?
I've painted my window screen.
I think, Joseph, I think we need pictures.
We do need pictures.
Of what? Painted window screen or work in progress?
Work in
Just
progress.
work in progress.
Okay.
As the old saying goes, why have I been routed into the siding?
We still need to get Pat to watch that.
Yeah, well, we'll like in like a Clockwork Orange, how they like tape the guy's eyes open. We'll do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that is certainly a method.
Well, yeah, I mean it's a valid one. I mean he'll never miss a thing.
Nope.
I mean we might have to find a way to restrain him because he's a strong little bugger. But other than that, Pat, can you confirm or deny whether or not you are quote unquote a strong little bugger?
I can carry my girlfriend, and we're just about the same size. So, I mean, if I can lift my own weight.
That's
Good.
fair.
Okay, he's a strong little bugger.
It's a working frog. Yeah, exactly.
Granted, I'm scrawny, but I'm still pissed off, man. Frickin' when I got sick before the meetup, I lost 7 pounds in 4 days.
How?
I don't know. I still don't feel right.
Okay.
Joy. Okay, legitimately, I like need to.
Doink.
I really don't know what to do with this fucking like thing because there's a part of me that like just wants to get like. Actually, it's probably the
I'll be
better
right
way
back
of doing
again.
it. Just getting like measuring out precise pieces of styrene and just putting them in.
Can you send me pictures of what you're talking about real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Okay, here.
I'm still here. Just give me a sec.
There you go. I have dropped pictures.
Okay, Pat.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you see how on the left side of the car there's those two little reefer hatches? Like
Yeah.
The two little like pieces that are sticking out?
Yeah, the handles, right? Or the latches.
Yeah, on the right side you can see that the two hatches broke because they're, as you can see, literally less than a centimeter thick.
Yeah, they're tiny. Those are stupid easy to break.
So I'm considering as my first attempt at making a part for something, like maybe measuring out small pieces of styrene cutting it. I don't know. How do you cut styrofoam with like a hobby knife or something?
Yeah, it's literally just a hobby knife.
Hello,
I
I'm
use
back.
The dullest X-Acto knife known to man, and
Dullest
it worked
X-Acto
like
knife.
a charm.
Hello, Luna Pillar. Welcome
Polystyrene
in.
is going to be your absolute best friend. Trust me.
Yeah.
Ooh, Here, let me...
And then color matching it, or hell, I can probably just use the yellow paint that I have on hand, and then just putting them in.
Let me go ahead and bring
Hear
this
me
up.
out. You could do what I do, and just say, I'm not bothering color matching for shit. I'm just gonna paint it black.
Yeah, but that means I'd have to
Lame.
paint the other ones black as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, am I still
true.
muted on
And plus, I really like the yellow roof of this car.
Fair, you
Oh,
do want that
I
to
was-
stay all the same.
I was still muted on Discord.
Yes, you were.
Hello, Luna. Welcome
Um,
in. Hello, Spinner Tornado 94. Welcome in.
Oh, look at those.
Yeah, these look pretty good, Joseph.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I just noticed this.
Oh, the two that are the two that are still painted are the before.
Oh, okay.
The one that
I see.
held up on
Okay.
stick is the work in progress.
So wait, what parts am I looking at that you painted there?
The car
Like-
body needs to be stripped because I kind of goofed on it a little. I goofed on it, so I got to do the car body itself again. But everything else that's in the picture, the end walls, the ladder, the roof walk, and all the little hatches that are up on sticks, as well as the hopper bottom ends, are everything that's on sticks.
That looks
Okay.
nice. That looks nice. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just incredibly tired from the last 2 weeks, so I get to sleep in for the first time in like 2 weeks tonight. So that'll be
Tomorrow morning ish.
Okay, I officially might just.
nice. Well, thank you for lurking, Luna. I will see you around, of course.
Okay, Jesus Christ, these things are literally the bane of my existence.
What's happening, Ryan?
No, these things just like.
Where's my
these
train? Oh, here it is.
little like latches like will not stay shut. Honestly, I might have to print. Not even print again, just like cut out. It doesn't even have to be like the curved piece that these are. Just like flat pieces of styrene.
What?
Release. Okay. Manual. Okay, I guess we are headed off to East Whittier now. Dang it, now I want to do a... now I want to assemble a kit. I'll assemble a kit tomorrow.
Kits are in fact a lot of fun. Oh, I just found the Sierra 3 and I love what you did with it.
Huh? Oh
The
yeah,
Doc Brown.
it's Doc Brown, yeah.
I am gonna play with the text. I'm gonna leave it the same thing, but I'm gonna play with the not the font, but like the style.
That's fine.
Or alternatively, what I could do. Oh, this would be so fucking cursed. Actually, no, this would require me to like build extensions, and I might do this on a junky reaper. Turn one of the old steel reapers into like like a refrigerator unit at the end of it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
I mean, it might be a Loebner line thing. I don't know. We'll see. Also, by the way, when y'all are dishing out glue, do you guys just like use it like put a little bit of glue on like a paper towel and use a bit of a toothpick or something?
Pretty much.
Yeah, the toothpick method does in fact work.
Yes, that method is valid.
All right, might have to employ some of that, but for the most part, I will get a photo of this and send it to Jack because this is technically a car from his club. So,
Oh boy, a Spinner Tornado 94. Have you guys heard of the silly coast-to-coast auto train proposal? That wasn't by Amtrak, that was by Ameristar Rail, which is a private company founded by Paul Reistrup, who I think was the second president of Amtrak back in like the mid-70s. By the way, he's in his like mid-90s today. It's a thing. It's not gonna go anywhere, but it's a thing.
I think it's the fucking worst idea I think I've heard in quite some time.
Yeah.
Like, who's gonna use that?
Well, who's going to use that? And more importantly, what what freight railroads are going to sign on to the idea of running a daily passenger train, or even like a bi-weekly passenger train that's going to slowly drain them of their TFOC traffic? No freight railroad in their right mind is going to let some rinky-dink thing do this. Also, can we just talk about what fucking equipment do we have that we currently have that manufacturers can make here in the U.S. that can support such an idea of, we're going to take buses, we are going to take cars, and we're going to take trucks? How long of a train is that going to be? One.
Wait, back up. Their idea was to take it more than just like commuter cars and trucks.
Yeah, they want to
Their
take
idea
buses,
their idea was that they would load entire semis, buses, trucks, cars, basically anything onto the train. Which I'm not, like, maybe you could do that on TFOC flats? Some stuff like that has been done before, but it's not, like, specifically loading entire semis with their trailers. But, like, it never really took off.
Yeah,
Well,
that sounds like a waste of time, effort, and money.
They're also
really.
proposing to merge extend the Pennsylvania to Chicago and merge it with the Southwest Chief, and still have the train stop at all of those individual locations, instead of just being an end-to-end sort of thing.
Yeah,
That sounds like
I
hell.
was going to say, imagine what kind of, you're going to have find like the most skilled engineer in all of the United States to successfully handle that, because you're probably going to have to, if they want to do it on the route of the Pennsylvania, you're taking it over Horseshoe Curve. What the fuck? Like,
Dude,
And-
that
you
sounds
and-
like,
got so much power.
And Raton Pass. Can't forget
Yeah,
about
you are-
that. 4%
Yeah, okay.
grade.
yeah, no, this is, I can't even say this is something we would this is something we would create as like fucking 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
It feels almost laughable. And I mean, also think about it from the perspective of truckers. Do they even have the budget to afford to use a service like this? No.
No, that would cost thousands of dollars.
Also, at that point,
Yeah.
what is the benefit of this over just a conventional TFOC train?
Exactly.
Because
this thing trucking the load.
why are you bothering to truck the semi when you can just... I can't imagine it would save on semi utilization.
No, it wouldn't at all.
This is, and also furthermore, part of the joys of intermodal is that you can literally, is that you can take a train to any point in the United States and put it on a truck and boom, it's there, instead of this point-to-point idea or whatever it is. And also because the thing is, you can't put a loader terminal in every station. So you're only, for the actual auto train portions of it, you're only probably going to stop at 3 or 4 different stops.
Yeah, exactly. And remember when they said it would be high-speed rail? Yeah, exactly. They would need a Class 1 line to haul it. Having their Chargers or P-42s handle an auto train of that size over the Rockies would kill them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Chargers do well on the normal auto train because the route's flat.
For 2 seconds until I lose service. Me and my buddy Russell have pondered the idea of high-speed rail and to do it like France, where you borrow the heritage lines that already exist going into town, but when you get out of town, it's just boom. It is a massive undertaking.
You're cutting out pretty badly, but I get the gist of what you're saying.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
I feel
took me a second to
I mean,
think about.
that was the idea behind California high-speed rail, but it's also California high-speed rail. The worst managed project on Earth.
I feel ultimately the fact is that you can't, I think we all know this, but you can't run freight on high-speed rail, and that's essentially what you're doing here. You're running freight.
Basically.
I would understand a minimal auto train, not minimal, but a normal Amtrak style auto train.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that
a separate operation for
that-
TFOC.
that makes the thing about that is both of those things make money.
Yeah, a combination would just be a waste of time.
Like, if
It's
you're
the
gonna
same
run it
thing
as a
that
private
nuclear
company,
ship.
both of those things are legitimately profitable. Because you have to remember, what doomed the Auto Train Corporation wasn't that it ever lost money, it's just that it just accumulated too much debt and liability from the derailments.
Yeah.
And also,
kind of skimped on maintenance and things.
And also the Louisville extension was probably one of the most baffling decisions I think I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah.
Like, why not take it all the way to Chicago? Honest to God, but I digress.
Well, it's interesting because they were looking at, like, I know the U.S. government via Amtrak was looking at a Chicago to Denver and Harrisburg to Chicago auto train service.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense because I feel like, again, it's two major cities. Louisville is not a major city, and it's kind of far away from many major metropolises.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Louisville?
I haven't been to Louisville, but I've looked at a map and have been traveling enough to know that there's no sane family that's going to want to take 5 or 6 hours in a car to go on a train that then takes 20 hours to go to Florida when you can probably just hop a flight and be there in about 8.
Yeah, that's the other big part is domestic air travel exists.
Well, here's the thing. You can make that, Ryan, you can make that same sort of argument with the auto train, where a lot of people from the auto train, they'll drive down I-95 to Lorton and then get on the auto train. I think it's just a matter of the fact that at least when it comes to Lorton, it's outside DC, which is already a major destination in and of itself. Louisville is not.
Like, the thing is, with the auto train, its biggest selling point, a couple of our members at the railroad ride it every so often with their motorcycles. The biggest selling point is taking your car with you on a train ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you don't have to rent one. I mean...
Yeah, because I don't know if you all have rented a car recently, but they be expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. It fucking sucks, man. They're not cheap.
By
I
the
had
way,
to rent one to go get the car, go get my Crown Victoria.
Yeah, the thing is, I can kind of see what they were doing with the auto train to Louisville, where you're like, oh yeah, all the major Midwestern cities, people drive to Louisville. But as I said, what I think makes the auto train from Florida to Washington sort of unique, especially on its northern end, is because you have New York is a 4-hour drive away, and you also have Philly, Baltimore, Washington, Richmond, all of those major areas, which are all so densely populated and have decent highway networks that don't take a bajillion, well, I-95 often does take a bajillion years, but it's like Louisville is kind of, all the Midwestern cities are much more spread out.
Like St. Louis, which is the nearest metropolitan. It's like, it's like another, almost the same Nashville, so it's just a long way from anywhere.
Yeah.
That was the point I was trying to make, in the sense that, again, you're not, like, you're kind of, again, with Lorton, again, like, you're outside of DC, Baltimore, the Eastern Shore, which is a destination in its own right, and then you go up I-95 a little bit, and yeah, again, with Louisville, you have a pretty lengthy drive on top of an already lengthy train ride. With Lorton, you're not going to have that case, and also, again, like, if you're going, the thing is that, to quote that one GIF, it's a train, it's a time machine, or an auto train that goes both ways. Because
an auto train that goes both ways.
Yeah, because you can also get a decent, I'd have to wager that there's probably a decent amount of Floridians and people close to, Georgians, or, people right on that cusp, who want to get to DC for, I don't know, like a winter or a summer or, something. Who want to see the Capitol, who want to go to, I don't know, like,
without true high-speed rail, and I'm talking like Shinkansen, passenger railroading right now is a vacation thing.
Yeah.
It is absolutely not a commuter thing outside of the Northeast Corridor.
The thing about it is that I think also what sucks is that Amtrak seemingly has been in this limbo for years now, where they're trying to piece together whether or not they want to make their trains a way to get to and from a vacation, or make their trains the vacation.
They don't know what the long distance network, they don't know what it wants to be.
I think
it's kind of lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
The long distance network needs to undergo a massive project to build a passenger only route paralleling the major freight routes that it currently uses as high speed lines, and then you got to have it all electrified. The Milwaukee Road has ended the chat on on that being doable, and then to power it all, whether anybody likes it or not, you have to use nuclear power. It's the only way to have power cheap enough to do it.
Well, okay, I take some issue with what you're saying here because, one, I feel like passenger rail in the U.S.
Steven.
While high speed definitely is, I think high speed is used as a catch-all because I feel like, if
Well, the thing
anything,
is, what me and Russell have been theorizing is you would absolutely have to bring in the best engineers from around the world. You would have to bring in engineers from like that, and I'm talking like building engineers. I'm not talking running engineers. Running engineers, you train them on the line, but like your actual construction engineers, you'd have to bring them in from Japan. You would have to bring them in from Europe. You'd have to bring them in from all over the world to get the best idea on how to do it
but
because of the massive distances.
but
But
it's
just
not
think
even.
about the potential. You have this. You'd be able to have people that would be able to take the train and work and live in New Orleans and work in Chicago.
Well, it's
Yeah, that would be
not.
insane.
I mean, the thing is, though, is that that's not how high speed really works, though. Even that
No.
trip would be a 4 or 3 hour trip. And
That trip
that's-
would be like 10 hours still. That's not even if you're going at like 300 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Where it really, over long distances, high-speed rail really doesn't work. Sure, it'll decrease the travel time, but where it really makes sense is sort of the medium distances.
Another part of it is you got to have, how the corridor has its locals, and then you have the Acela where it just goes, it actually does just stop at the big speed.
Yeah, exactly.
May I be so bold and suggest that the issue that plagues the United States is not necessarily one of speed.
Is
Speed
it
to
so
be
freaking big?
But the issue is not necessarily one of speed. It's a matter of convenience. It's a matter of frequency.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
a matter of outreach.
It's not of speed, and I don't even think it's of distance either. Most major city groupings in the United States have a similar density to Europe. Like, going from Nashville to Tampa to Atlanta, that's like fairly comparable to going from like Paris to Germany to Berlin to Warsaw. It's just a matter of we just don't have the number of trains that they have over there. Like, there are people who are perfectly willing, and I see this all the time when I ride Amtrak, especially in Virginia. Going from New York to say like Roanoke, that's still like an 8-hour drive, ride. But every single time I go into Virginia on Amtrak, the trains are always full. Because like I don't think it's a matter of necessarily speed. I don't think it's necessarily a matter of speed. It's a matter of you just need to have frequent trains that are reliable. If it takes 10 hours, that's fine. But as long as it consistently takes 10 hours, people can plan around that.
Yeah,
you can't be
all over the place.
That's the thing. And that's the thing with me and Russell have also talked about bus service in Kentucky, which is non-existent. That's the whole point. Is just like with trains, you have to have the buses. You have to have them running, like hitting the stations every hour at like most.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel
every delayed be like two maybe 3 hours at worst. Like that's something has wrecked.
I feel like ultimately the fact is that we talked about high speed, we talked about frequency, we talked about availability, and I feel like all of these are very valid points in the sense that the United States possesses a very unique problem because I feel like when we look at the United States and say, well, why don't we have Europe or Japan? It's the sense that the United States is significantly bigger. Our cities, our density in terms of population density, we're much more spread out. Like the right answer is sort of unattainable because I feel like it's, we're such a unique case here that ultimately I think anything can really go. It's just, if we look at Amtrak as a whole, they've been like, the thing is that they've been kind of half-assing it the whole time in the sense that, we saw, from the 70s up until around, the mid-80s, they were just trying to, make things work. And then from the 80s, 90s to about the early 2000s, suddenly it was this whole thing about making money with turning them into freight trains. And then nowadays it's I don't fucking know, tacky Instagram advertisements. Anyways,
yeah, and that's the thing, and this applies to transit more broadly, which is why a lot of transit in the U.S. frankly sucks and doesn't live up to a lot of global expectations. It's that oftentimes transit arteries are only as good as what is around the stations, right? You can build a perfectly fine, a perfectly high-speed line out into, some location, but if it doesn't have the connections and the density around it, no one's going to ride it, right?
Yeah,
That's
it
the
needs
thing.
to serve
You
a
have to
purpose.
you have to have other things. In the larger cities, you have to have like Chicago with Metro, the DC Metro, New York Subway.
Yeah, and those subways also, those systems also need to actually serve major parts of the city frequently. As I said, it's not enough to just.
But then to counter that point, to crawl out into the other smaller areas, you have to have work with buses as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
You have to. You can't. As I said, it's only as good as what's around.
And I mean, it's not even a matter of buses or transit even. It's also about making cities walkable in the sense that, walkable or even bikeable, or making transit bike compatible, or encouraging, I don't fucking know, scooters, something like that.
And
in the sense that
here's something interesting though. Like, I find it fascinating that in the United States, a very car-centric country, outside of the one corridor, the auto train concept never really took off. Because I feel like if you were to have a long distance, a robust long distance passenger train network in the United States, like developed post, interstate highway, that's how you would do it. You would lean into that concept. But of course they never did that because Amtrak has been a political football since the day it was born and can't really. They get by. They survive, and that's really it.
Yeah,
Another part of it
is
is you realize people outside of the East Coast are nuts about driving, especially in the Midwest. Oh, it's only 12 hours away. Oh, that's just right down the road.
yeah.
Okay, well, that's fucking crazy. I mean, I drive a friggin' 40-minute one-way commute, but that's here in the Northeast. That's normal.
We've got. I live on the 27 corridor in Lancaster.
Yeah.
Well, just outside of, but this road is regularly backed up from like in the morning until like 11, and then from like 4:30 until 9 with traffic going from Somerset to Lexington, which is 120 miles.
That does not surprise me in the slightest. I mean, shit, dude, even here in Connecticut, we have problems like that. We have a few routes that are constantly backed all the way up because they're so heavily used.
I live in Atlanta. Well, I don't live in Atlanta, but my parents live, and I am currently in Atlanta. I feel like I don't need to say much.
Yeah,
I don't need to say
fair.
much.
Atlanta is spending
I have seen the state of Atlanta on satellite.
Atlanta is spending $4 billion to basically make a 2-level highway with tolls. And I'm like, everyone I see is like, we're spending $4 billion to basically build a second highway over our current highway that's just gonna not even solve the problem within another 10 years.
Atlanta, anything but commuter rail. That's their state slogan. That's their
Anyways,
international slogan.
I hate to go, but I work tomorrow morning. So this has been a great chat. I'll talk to y'all later. Have fun, everyone.
Fair, Ryan. Have a good
Bye.
night.
Yo, dog. I heard you liked highways, so we stacked the highway on top of your highway so you can drive on the highway while you drive on the highway.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you got no connection from Petrie Station to Marta. Yeah, it's a miracle Marta even exists. Welcome back, Brandon.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Markiplier. Welcome to 5 Nights at Railroader.
You listen to me, you southern piece of shit!
No, it's a crab sucker. You go eat a bone.
You listen to me, you son of a bitch! I just
Did you
I
just
will
kill
say
your
it.
voice?
Give ye your last haul, you damn crab fiddler.
Okay, you listen to me, you sack
Crab
of
fiddler?
shit!
Just because I'm
Crab
molesting my cousin
fiddler?
don't mean shit, alright?
Oh, hell no, he admits it!
Crab fiddler.
Now, I don't know about you, but my family tree looks like a bunch of sidings.
No, your family tree looks like a donut.
A donut.
And I'm putting my dick right in the center. No.
Well, he does.
Whoa.
Well, you see, he comes from the mountains.
Wait, say that again. What?
I finished my water.
Brandon's family does come from the hills and hollers of eastern Kentucky, you know.
Well, yeah, that's why I said my family tree looks like a bunch of Sidons.
Are you gonna turn blue like those one group of people?
Come along.
Oh no, those people had iron problems or something like that.
Yeah, you know how to shoot it?
Yeah, this guy doesn't have iron problems. You choose on cable trunking all the time.
I eat the copper
They
wiring
shoot it with
underneath your
methylene
skin.
blue.
I drink the blood of my victims. That's how I get my iron deficiency.
He's a vampire, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. You know all those hobos that get run over in Lexington by Corman? Yeah.
Oh, that's
why
what you
nobody
feed
hears
on.
about them. Yes, he
Oh.
feeds on hobos. He is immune to everything.
So he's he's like Quagmire. He's got everything known to man.
Well, yeah, I worked in the sewer department. I worked in wastewater / water treatment plant construction. That's where I got all the diseases.
Like
And
Mr.
therefore,
He is
Burns.
They
probably
also
actually
shake hands and hold hands together, and I'm immune to everything. You know?
Yeah, you lick all of the sewage pipes after you inspect
I'd
them.
say I could take a nibble off the elephant's foot and be fine.
Yeah, you probably could. You did work in the sewer plants.
What are you doing, my man?
The
I am
streaming
currently in
railroader.
Walmart looking for a piece of foam board.
Currently where? Oh, Walmart?
And in Walmart looking for a piece of foam board for my paint sprayer.
You're at Walmart right now? Did you drive to
I did.
Walmart in the middle of the stream? That's funny.
I haven't been on Railroader at all.
I know.
You know what?
I just thought you were doing model
So-
train stuff. I mean, you still kind of are.
How's
but...
the
I
mess?
was, and I still am.
How's the mess that's also known as West Bryson come along?
I'm working on it currently. I'm
Because
mostly
Pat, I
using
kid you
AI.
not, I was down there and I couldn't see half the cars. I just
Yeah.
thought, there's a lot of cars here. There's only like 3 Whittier cars. Little did I know, all the cars were for Whittier.
Yeah, no, I had that same problem with the little Porter 040, but I figured out how to fix it.
How do you fix it?
So on my end, it was 2 things. Number 1, I had an early version of the mod that was unreleased, and I had to delete that from the what's it called? Like, it didn't install like a normal UMM mod. I had to uninstall it via the like the actual base game asset packs
Excuse
thing.
me.
But second of all, I had to what's it called? I had to reinstall the dependencies for the 040 listed on Nexus. So like, I think one of them was like Lego's asset packs or something. I don't know. But it was a dependency thing. Go figure. Just like it always is.
No poster board in this aisle. There is lamps.
Fuck. Oh no.
Oh my god, Steven, he shit his pants. I could hear
I'm
it.
in Left 4 Dead 2 on experts mode, and I'm in the part of Dark Carnival where I have to wait
Steven,
through
I'm
horses.
revoking your rights because you're gay.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh,
Even Steven's confused. He's like, what's going on?
He's like, who
If you traumatize them back.
Who are you?
Who are you people?
I am Richard Nixon, 43rd President of the United States, and you shall not
Oh,
question what I say, because everything I say,
off the gold standard.
Everything I say is the law.
what I say is the law. Don't worry.
What I say, it's the truth.
Don't
You're
worry.
a bitch.
She said it was big. It was real big, nice and juicy.
She said it was a very nice cock.
Wasn't me.
Michael's getting uncomfortable.
Okay, that's my cue to shut the fuck up. Got it.
I don't think we should have me and Pat in the VC. I don't think it's good.
Oh my is right.
You see, it's like a nuclear reaction.
It's a
You know,
it's a trucular bomb.
It's pronounced nuclear.
Oh, stop
nuclear.
fucking dying all the time, dude. Jesus Christ.
Stop
But,
dying all the time.
Me and
He's
Brandon
been
being in the
down
same
like 3
chat.
times.
One person says something retarded, and then we just bounce off each other until it gets to be like so bad that we are risking getting Mike banned off of Twitch.
We should put you two in the
Time to
same
say the
room in
N-word.
real life and see what happens.
Oh God.
Dude, the level of just profanity and political incorrectness that would come out of that meeting would be so glorious.
I don't think Ryan should be there. Ryan would
No,
go,
absolutely
"Oh, no,
not."
Oh no.
Dude, that would be the kind of shit that would be politically speaking too much for like Joe Rogan. That's how bad that would be. Like you wouldn't find that shit on Truth Social, let alone anywhere else.
That's why that's why I want you two to be in a room together in real life and do that, so you don't do it on my stream.
Yeah, just get it out of our
Yeah,
system.
get it out of your
somewhere
system.
else.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna do it now. Now that you mentioned it, I gotta say the N-word. Nice. She had nice tits. Very pretty.
She had nice shaggy boobs.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Anyways, on that
Shit.
bombshell,
Sorry, George, if you're listening.
James says, I think you've traumatized Gam. James says, this is the type of schizophrenic rambling I need right now. Thank God for this gaggle of idiots. Well, I'm...
You're welcome, my beautiful, beautiful favorite American.
Stop talking so loud, you crap fucker. Jesus Christ, my headphones are fucking bleeding.
Listen to me. I can't control the volume of my voice with this shitty impression. I can't help it. I just love my favorite Americans.
I'm sorry. It just happens from time to time.
I just broke my zipper and you were the cause.
I love how when you speak normally, it's like normal volume, but as soon as you go,
It's like I'm killing everybody's ears. Well,
I need an
that's kind of
adult.
just the
Shortline
bit.
won't last another 2 days. I've been friends with these people long enough where I can deal with it. It's fine. As long as it doesn't get too out of
Deal
control.
with it. You act like this is a bad thing. This is an amazing thing.
It's an amazing
This is
thing. Just
entertainment.
This is
It
it's
is
beautiful entertainment.
I don't know what kind of entertainment, but it is certainly entertainment.
You know what, Joseph? You're right.
Dude, I can just hear the tiredness in Mike's
Who in their
voice.
right fucking mind took an L&N shorty caboose and turned it into a generator car? What the fuck?
That's a excellent idea.
I need proof of
KR.
this right now.
Pat, you should
No,
make
this
that
is
an
the
HO
G-
scale.
This is the GSMR. Great Smoky Mountain Railway. They've got this damn piece of shit.
I almost
engine of
went
some
there
sort.
on Sunday.
I think I need to see this.
I think I need to see this too.
Actually, I kind of like it because if you had it at the rear of the train, it actually makes sense. Here, it's timestamped too.
Oh, what the hell? That is weird looking.
Somebody had
Damn.
a dog in Walmart that just absolutely freaked just now.
I heard that.
Oh,
I thought I
Dynamo
heard that.
Productions, Nick. I was with him the other day.
No,
that's not- Nick.
That's
Oops.
not Nick Barton.
That's not Nick. Oh, I just also derailed.
No, Dynamo is that's fucking.
Oh,
you know that's the John Nuclear.
Oh, that's John Eclair? Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm tired.
other
I'm
guy,
confusing people.
Yeah, Nick Sarton is I don't know. He just runs the Midwest account. That's what we used to.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I can beat that.
Oh my gosh, man.
Lord.
Excuse me.
Buddy, I could do a hell of a lot worse. You can ask Joseph. I'm just
Okay,
trying to be
okay.
The
considerate.
number of
Yeah, we're
times you
not
people
gonna
have
have it.
peeked the mic in the last like 20 minutes.
Sorry.
Actually, I don't think you've peeked the mic, but you've come like 90% of the way.
And this is why me and Pat should never be in a VC on stream.
All of this brings back to me my first Run 8 sessions. I was doing the Amtrak Auto Train, and the idiot at dispatch forgot about me, and I sat for 40 minutes. I finally rang him up and crashed out.
I don't blame you at all. 40 minutes for a fucking green is ass. It's very un-American. We can't have that bullshit.
Let me tell you, the K5LA, true American train horn. It's amazing.
It's a true American horn. It's a beautiful piece of equipment.
I'm just moving
Let me-
back
let
and
me
forth
get
in
you
the
the-
same siding because
let
I'm
me
just
get
too
you the
tired to
clip.
run train.
Railroad wants to give Brandon some painted orange and weld it to the top of the engine.
No, it's my damn train horn, fucker.
Come
I
on,
do-
make
I
it
do
Illinois
kinda-
Central Golf. Do it.
I
No
know a
balls.
couple-
What the fuck?
ICG K5LA. Or I've never seen an orange K5LA. It'd be kind of weird. Like Tennessee orange K5. That'd be kind of weird.
I wanna
get a
see
mic.
it. I wanna see the ICG K5LA. Put
Hold
it on a
on, let me-
Paducah Jeep. You have access to both of these things.
Well, I could, Tennessee orange RS5T, but those actually existed.
Yeah, that's lame because it's real.
Oh, hey Brandon, check out the chat if you want to see my current work in progress and the two that were, well, you've seen the originals, but the work in progress.
No, Pat. I actually did send a clip to K5 if you want to hear it. I kind
sweet.
of want to get it uploaded to one of the Railroader packs, but I don't know who to go to.
I think Jack could help you out. That does sound really good, and you've got a good clip in there that would make a really good loop.
And thanks to Russell, he's got spacers that can make it sound like 5 different flavors.
5 different
what?
flavors of horn.
Okay. So a little background. I know it's going to be a little bit of talking here, but a little background on that. Okay.
Yeah.
The way. So it's called a K5LA. The A stands for American tuning. These horns are originally meant for Canadian use or just Canadian railroads in general. So in order to make it sound a little different, all they did was they took the inside of the horn and drilled it out so that individual horn would have a deeper sound. So it was the number 4 and the number 3. Hence the 4A and 3A. Well, what Russell did is he 3D printed some shims. All they are is just a piece of filler material that fills up that area, that void, back to what it was when it was casted originally, and it sounds like a Canadian train horn.
Huh.
Oh.
And that, that 3D printed part, that'll last?
Yeah, I mean, one part, it's the number 3 piece. It's about maybe inch and a half thick, and it's got a ridge 3D print in the middle. So all you gotta do is just kind of firmly push it in there and it'll launch itself. The 4A part is only about maybe just bigger than 1/8 of an inch in width. So I had to take some office tape and wrap it to give it like a friction fit so it wouldn't move around when you're blowing the horn.
Yeah.
Because the first time we tried it out, I blew the horn and the number 4 was just kind of loosely floating around, and I was like, "Oh,
Come on, you son of a bitch, move."
Well, gotta take this shit apart again.
Sad part is I don't think I have any pictures of the. Actually, hold on, I do.
Run 8 recently as a whole has been pissing me off. I was on a West California server and a coal train had stalled in the pass. I was busy with a local when dispatch run me up and sent me to help him up. And what did I have? A very sad looking XC&W SD40-2 and a U-boat that looked like it wanted to explode right there. Oh, that's funny. We love the Chicago and Northwestern unless you're Steven.
Yeah, eventually at some point here, I'm going to hurt Brandon's feelings and paint my L&N engine to be a Norfolk Southern.
I agree. There are two railroads I can't stand. It is the N&W and the CNW.
I feel like
If I had N&W, I could put it in N&W lettering and make the one at Kentucky Steve.
there was a
But I
period
do
in
not
about
have N&W block lettering.
Steven, there was a period in about 2016 where I almost became a C&W foamer.
Oh God.
To be fair, I'm glad we had C&L, Michael. Those were fun times.
Yes,
Indeed.
It was. All right, so Pat, I'm gonna send you another video.
Do it.
It's gonna be timestamped. So the K5 proportion, if you kind of skip through it, you can hear the difference. And then I actually took a picture of the shims. I can't really show you where they go into because I don't have a picture of the inside of the horn, but I have pictures of the shims. So there's the 2 3D printed shims and about the size and where they go into the horn.
Oh, okay. Also, what did you have this mounted on?
It was a custom train horn setup that I put on my truck.
Oh, it was on your truck. Okay, that makes more sense.
Well, it's kind of how do I put this? It's not permanent. Nothing is permanent. It's all meant to be. You set up, you put 3 pieces together, and then you get truck on train on, or train on truck. Excuse me. I don't know why I said that.
The guy mad at play Frogger with Brandon's truck.
Frogger with
talk about
Brandon's truck.
That shit. Shush.
No, don't shush. I think you should say. I think you should
Here, have a
elaborate.
K5 Atlanta Corvette.
I'm going with that. He was mad enough to play Frogger.
That's not my bet. That's some friend's bet from Cincinnati.
Oh my
Still
gosh, this
beautiful.
is.
I know there was one time at the Amherst show, I saw a guy with a Volkswagen bus with one of them on the roof.
Oh no, that
was freaking cool.
That is beautiful right there. That is amazing.
Like, that's art, bro.
Pure art right here.
But could you tell the difference?
I can't hear a difference. I'm
The hell is
more
that?
one for,
Beautiful. Art is what it is.
I'm more one for differences in steam whistles than horns, but like I do hear a difference.
Okay, go to 312 and then play it from there. I think that's roughly where the change is. You know, 312, because you can hear the.
Yeah, because like it's got that deeper sort of overall tone.
Mm-hmm.
I just know it sounds like a horn.
Damn it, Joseph.
Sounds like a horn. Yeah, that's about how I am too.
It's a TISM thing. I mean, there's some people that are into tornado sirens and fire drills and toilets and elevators that have gone goddamn things.
And ceiling fans.
And
Don't
ceiling
forget the
fans. And laundry.
Yo, whoa, wait! There's a
Brandon,
ceiling
don't
fan
you dare.
fandom?
Yeah,
When
exactly.
When I was first on Discord in 2018, I got a friend request from Ceiling Fans YT. And he's like, he literally asked, "Can you subscribe to my channel?" And I checked it out. It was literally just videos of ceiling fans. Literally just videos.
You have to
Ceiling,
You're not
ceiling
serious.
fan.
No, I mean, really, yeah. And there were people in the comments like, "Dude, nice, like, Sony Model X or whatever they were called. Like, I have one of those too, they're awesome." It's like, okay. Okay.
Ceiling
You know what? I thought I was weird.
fan.com.
Maybe I'm not that weird.
No, nothing beats the fire alarm foamers.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a different
Yeah.
level of okay, bud.
Boatload of those out late.
Hold up, I'm trying to find videos for babies. Ceiling
that's gotta be
fan.
Videos for babies.
That's me. That's like after it was like some day at college where I had been doing so much work that my brain had turned to mush, and I legitimately started jingling keys in front of my face, and I was entertained by that.
Yeah, that's when you know you're cooked. It's like, okay, I'm going home. I'm gonna take a nap, and I'm gonna
In
forget.
ceiling fan corner.
You at West Bryson, Pat?
Yeah, but I'm currently tapped out for the moment. But I got to tap back in.
You're turning the light up.
Yeah, what?
Do you know my Discord icon there of the bull trout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Minecraft, we had a thing with the immersive railroading. We also made a skin for Bull Trout Industries. And it's, have you ever seen the old Gramps tankers that ran down Rio Grande Southern?
Yeah.
It's that, but it says trout.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely charming.
And of course, all of the he hasn't. He's building 4 of them, and he hasn't finished them all yet. But I'm gonna get one of them, and it's pretty cool.
I feel
And
bad.
it has that icon, then trout.
I feel especially for the guy I stalled because he was expecting a Jibo or an SD70. His voice when he saw it was set to help was priceless. And no surprise, halfway up the U-boat got tired, so the electrics went out and the traction motor exploded. So I had to turn off and isolate the U-boat and had to continue to push with the SD40 just screaming.
What? What are you talking about?
He's talking about his Spinner Tornado 94 was talking about his Run 8 experience, where he had to help like an intermodal train up with a clapped out U-boat and SD-40. Aiden's ceiling fan corner, truly schmantastic, as they say. I feel like there's a timeline not too far away where I am actually an elevator foamer.
Well, you're actually what your microphone's cutting up.
I feel like there's a timeline not too far away where I am an elevator foamer.
Elevator foamer? Oh, hell no.
Yeah, because my dad, whenever me and my dad used to go into like buildings with elevators, we would always point out the brand of the elevator.
But I might allegedly do that and try to suss out what it is before I look at it.
I was always, I don't even like elevators to this day. I've never liked elevators.
Elevators are cool.
If it's more than like 5 floors, it freaks me out.
I mean, I'll ride them, but these doors
Unless
are
the
open already.
and like rapidly going back and forth, and it's going third floor going up, and like the whole thing is shaking, and the elevator doors are opening and closing rapidly. They're cool unless they're doing that.
I will say,
Yeah.
I personally identify as a tractor / rocket / tornado foamer. That's my.
That's fair.
my
That is
spectrum.
fair.
That's
Sorry,
my
wait, did you say tornado?
I like any
Okay,
kind
no.
of old vehicle except for I like any kind of old vehicle except for aviation and ocean boats.
I don't like
Riverboats cool.
Listen,
boats.
I have always been a train and rocket and to a degree aviation foamer. Those are my 3 interests.
Those are the big 3.
The big
The only
3.
reason why I'm into riverboats is because I actually got to experience it. I actually took a houseboat trip where we went from Wheeling, West Virginia to Pittsburgh on the Ohio.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
it was pretty fucking cool to go down the river at a whopping 8 miles an hour and see all the different tugboats and all the operations along the river. It's really cool. Lots of railroads too along the fall of the river.
Oh yeah, of course.
I got to see the Reading and Northern and WNLE and CSX and NS.
I was gonna make fun of you for a second there, but you know what? That sounds kind of fun.
For a few years ago, I got into a binge of watching canned fish reviews. For no reason, for a month, I was a kind of a canned fish foamer. Gam with the canned fish foamerisms.
What canned fish? What?
Dude, that's like that's I could make like 30 different jokes here if I wasn't on a Twitch screen.
Oh yeah, me too, pal. Let me show you some photos from the trip because I actually got some really neat shit. If I can find it here, in one moment. It's before the big freeze. That's a signal.
Oh, that's Amish. That's what that was.
Amish, yeah.
The big Amish.
I heard anus and I was like, huh?
Whoa.
I foam for
Suspicious.
trains and farm tractors. That is cool. All cool and good, James. That is all cool and good.
You see, this guy gets it.
This guy gets
Mike,
it.
you need some cabooses on this fucking railroader save.
Fuck no.
What the fuck do you mean? No.
We are
Because I
the
do
Florida
kind of-
East Coast. We do not run cabooses.
Have you ever heard of Kalita Air?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
Pat, do you get multiple monitors?
Kalita Airplane. And
Yes, I
I
have
see
3.
them every now and again. 'cause
Ooh,
a lot
awesome.
of
I also got 3.
so I see them on Flight Tracker a lot. Kalita Air is a privately owned air freight company with 30 747s.
Oh,
And it's privately
hell
owned
yeah. Hell
by
yeah.
an HRA drag racer.
That's
Okay,
funny.
That's like stupidly based.
Like
Oh,
I
let's-
thought it was some Middle East company. No, it's just some top fuel NHRA drag racer that got bored and wanted airplanes.
He wanted his own 747
There
and he
you go.
just needed an excuse.
If you want
Yeah,
to see pictures from the river trip, I am
you know,
streaming it.
Once you get your
Oh, hold
first
up, let me see.
747, you can never
I'm
have
in.
just one.
Oh
You
shit.
can never have just
Yeah.
one 747.
This is the boat that we went in. The one on the right, not the one on the left.
All right,
That
friends.
is
By the
cool.
way, I think I'm gonna be ending the stream in a little bit as soon as I
That's fine.
shove these cars into
Yeah.
Bryson. So you can say all of the spicy things you want in about like 15 minutes.
Oh yes.
There's a lock. Slash damn.
Ooh.
Big fucking place.
I get to be politically incorrect.
SWU. What the hell? Oh, weird excavator.
Yeah, that's freaking. That you're not kidding. That was weird looking.
I don't know what this was. I know it's a cooling tower, but I didn't know what this pipe was. It's gotta be at least 20 foot in diameter.
Yeah. It's
I mean, look at that. That's a man door for size reference next
That's
to
not. That's not 20 foot. That's more like 30. It looks like.
Only a pipe, that's for sure.
it. Jesus Christ.
That ain't a pipe. That's a freaking tunnel. At that point.
Yeah, oh, there's
15
the
minutes till
wheeling.
all hell breaks
Oh.
loose. More like 5.
Fucking who's all the witch, you piece of shit? Come on, Nick. You piece of shit. Kill that witch, kill that witch. Oh,
Oh.
she's dead.
Found that.
How y'all spelling the 4th?
Wonderful.
Grilling. I just want to grill for God's sakes. That's how I'm spending the 4th.
What? How was it? How the fuck do you say this?
Aliquippa.
Aliquippa. Michael, how do you say this?
Aliquippa?
Is it Pittsburgh, PA? Yep.
Anyone
Yeah,
here from Pittsburgh?
My
Brandon,
great grandma
for
is turning
context.
93 tomorrow. Is from Pittsburgh.
That's the
born and
setup.
raised.
That's cool.
Somebody
If it
show
was,
Brandon.
She's a Greek one. My
Nice,
Tell
nice.
him
They-
her family's from Kisamos on
Tuba. Tuba.
Nice, nice.
That's tough.
They keeping it in their pants until the end of the stream, are they? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I've got it hanging
Nope.
out right now.
Oh,
I
come
do
on,
too.
man.
Come
Man,
here,
come
big
on,
man.
Man, come on, man. Think of the children, man. Come on, man.
Oh
What is
hell
it
no!
now?
I'm not catching another charge.
I'm not-
Oh no. That reminds me of the CMAG incident. Oh god.
Uh-huh.
I'm in freaking
But it's an out
trouble.
for
with
Harambe,
stupid
is my
switching
question.
engine. What about
Really?
Harambe? What?
What the hell did Harambe have to do with anything?
Everything, of course. He's the center of the
Wow,
universe.
wow, Brandon
Just
was
made-
knocking the ball. He didn't even see. He don't even understand the meme.
I don't even care. It was just some fucking monkey.
But when they killed him, it's when the whole world. That's when we got
Yeah, I
shrilling
know.
shot down his timeline.
I know.
We got sent on the alternate timeline after his death.
Oh my god, it's the incline. Look at this.
My
Oh, it's
sister,
a
my
little
sister's
trolley
cur-
man.
my sister currently lives in Pittsburgh, actually,
Oh god. I
for an,
feel
in-
sorry
for
for
an internship. She apparently really likes it, so
I've heard Pittsburgh has been on the come up. It's getting better there.
both.
Pittsburgher.
Boat.
I like Pittsburgh. I want to go one day to Pittsburgh. They have like all their stations preserved, which is pretty cool. I have the P&L one.
Steven, you've been demoted to slave.
Huh?
No. How could this happen? How could this happen?
I don't think. I think there's only one person here. What? Why did you unfriend me, you goofy fucker?
I didn't unfriend you.
I know.
I never unfriended you, bro.
What?
Oh, come on. I have two
I,
more
think
cards.
I don't know how, but I saw you weren't added in my list. I was like, huh?
Two
How the fuck
more
did that happen?
cars. Really?
Something's wrong.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Listen, I don't know. I'm not in the game. I don't know what's going on. Don't really care.
Pat, finish up in the game.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just need to. I have been sitting here struggling with this little Shart 040, and it's not listening to me.
What, the
I've got
porter?
a joke. Oh, speaking of porters, let me show you a picture of a porter.
Okay.
This is it's one of the few pictures of active Steam that I do have.
Oh wait,
I find this very comedic.
that's the wrong track. That's the wrong track. I'm an idiot. Or maybe
Look
I'm
how
just
much
tired.
smoke this little motherfucker's putting out.
Dude, were they burning VHS tapes? Like,
I don't know. It's only hauling two
burning
empty flat
VHS
cars.
tapes at a steam
Look at the
locomotive.
smoke. It's just
Dude,
85.
dude, that's a different. Wait. That's freaking. That's 85 like Mac.
Yeah.
Dude, I've driven that engine.
Oh god. Barney's a cool guy, ain't he?
Barney's
No,
an
Barney's
amazing
awesome.
guy.
You can bribe him with
We
Lucky
like
Charms.
Barney Gamble. He's cool.
I didn't get to meet his old man where they were running when I drove it, but like
No.
Barney, based old man.
I remember
Ceiling
one time
fans.
I was at Kentucky Steam when I met him, and I was wearing a bluegrass shirt, and then he sees that I'm wearing a bluegrass shirt, so he gets his bluegrass rare museum shirt on. He's like, "Yeah, mine's pink, yours is blue."
Yep, it was pink.
Yeah, it was pink. It's like Chris Frederick's shirt.
You know that's why Chris Frederick has that pink one, right?
Just to be fucking different.
There was some care between the two of them.
Come on, fucking number. No. You know what? No, that's not enough
Michael's
clearance.
getting. Oh, Michael about said a slur. He's getting mad.
Huh?
I don't think that's what he was gonna say, bro.
Brandon,
Michael's losing his V card.
What?
Oh, hell no.
Brandon,
What?
be scared.
Why?
A Southern Railway crewman has access to the line again. Steve Fish, which key again?
Oh God.
Okay, come on, back up, you fucking train. Go, move,
Give her
move,
the beans.
move.
Switch again.
What sound does a cow make? Woo.
Hat.
Huh?
We are done here.
Okay. I was literally just running number one around to the other end of a set of cars. I'm just gonna stop it where it's at.
That's
Then
fine.
call it.
Park
you should
the
prop push
the massive queso and.
Michael's
The
getting
master
mad 'cause
salad.
we're making fun of him.
No, I'm just tired.
That's it. We're gonna prop push him.
Yeah, that's fine. Prop push me
Rage
into
bait,
bed,
rage bait,
you
rage bait.
fucking idiot.
What brighter headlights are when they're actually installed correctly.
Okay.
Prop push me in the bed. That's.
You know, I'm gonna go watch
Sounds
people, but
wrong.
I don't feel like reading. Alright, well, I'm going to end the stream.
Yeah, we're done here.
Thank
for the
you,
evening.
James, Gam, Spinner Tornado, Luna, who else? Fig Pudding, Crimson, Average,
Oh, you motherfuckers.
Kara, who I'm probably gonna raid after this. Thank you, Stephen, Pat, Brandon,
Hello.
Joseph, and the L. Lobner himself for being schizophrenic with me and losing my fucking mind.
Dude, you sound like you're gonna cry. Are you okay? I think I broke him. I don't know what to do.
Does any of you want to say anything before the stream ends?
I have something to say. What's their doing?
Okay.
I have something to say. Enjoy today, because tomorrow is never guaranteed.
That is fair.
Well, yeah, that's common sense. At least it should be.
Enjoy tonight, Twinkle Toes. You won't like tomorrow.
Pat,
Stay
you're
away from my
the
toes. No toe pictures, Pat.
you're the twink death here. I don't know why you're saying that.
I am not.
If anyone's a twink, it's here. It's you.
Oh, hell no.
What about
Not
Ryan?
you, Pat. I was talking about Michael.
What about Ryan?
Ryan, he's just doomed from the start. He's always
Doomed
kind of
from
been
the
fruity.
start.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
Once he started going on about that theater shit, like, yeah, this dude's gay.
Steven, what do you have to say?
Bye.
All right. Good night, everybody. See y'all in the next
Good
one.
night, chat.
Goodbye.
And then Michael leaves.